Speeding.
Yo. We're recording?
What's up?
All right. Yo, welcome one, welcome all. Oh, there it is. Welcome one, welcome all to episode 5 of the None of Our Business podcast. We are your hosts, Philly, Filthy Animal, Sane, Silent Tempo, Philip Lanos,
We're gonna go.
and I'm Joe. Today,
Yeah, he's the opposite.
Today we have a very special guest, Antone Hall in the house, LA Coffee Club, Binks.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I'm actually excited for this, so let's do it.
Hey,
let's go.
let's go, Philly. Today, let me put some more points on from Trello.
Yeah, I got him right here.
Oh, you got them? Okay, then I won't even bother. Just trying to be
Today,
cool.
a couple of things we may talk about.
Let's not announce those, but
Oh,
let's just go with let's start. Let's jump into whatever. Today we're playing
yeah, we're testing out a new game.
Super Smash Bros.
Now we usually
Ultimate.
game up with
yes.
Soul Calibur, and we may again.
Y'all,
Yeah,
y'all knew I haven't played it yet,
Yeah.
so you had to put it on.
I haven't played Smash Brothers, which is what we're about to play, since like 64.
GameCube. No way. That's like the very first one.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Captain Falcon and Kirby used to tap that ass, man.
It's almost shocking how bad the graphics were.
I know, dude. Now you're like, holy shit.
Seriously.
I was
Holy
gonna say,
shit.
why does Fox look like a duck and a fox at the same time? He's extra
He
handsome
really
too.
does though. All right, so we brought Antone today. He's gonna chop it up with us and play with us. The dope thing right here is that we're playing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which is multiplayer.
Okay,
We got Antone over there looking at the Cowboys game.
they used to give you all the characters at once, and I guess they were like, you know what, let's make them work for it.
Which is fine. That's just what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah.
I think it started with just 8 characters, like because my son and I started playing it this morning, and it I think he got Ness, and he was all excited. He's like, "Hey, I got a new character." I was like, "Tight."
What button do you?
I mean, I'm
Hey.
not gonna lie. I already Googled all the
Oh,
characters.
he
Did you?
did.
I wanted to see. Who they
Yeah,
were.
I read there's like 66 characters.
It's a good amount, yeah.
Jeez.
So you always do your homework before you go into a war, huh?
Oh,
'Cause,
I'm that guy.
You did say you were watching some
Hey.
bets on the Cowboys game right now.
Oh, this is gonna be hard to play.
Oh God! Wait a minute.
Ah.
What are the buttons? Okay.
Okay.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we're out here playing Melee, and you know I was
Oh.
Antone's interested in doing his little podcast situation as well, and he's interested in potentially getting some of the same equipment. So I was like, hey
Sick.
man,
Oh.
why
I
don't
just
you
threw
just come
myself
by,
off.
hang out with us, do this thing with us, and then that way you'll get to see firsthand what it is we're doing, what the sound quality is like. I mean, I'm hoping you like what you see, and I'm not talking about myself.
Oh.
But yeah, let's see. Everybody's focused right now.
Dude, it's because I'm learning this game, and I'm also
I'm over
like,
here bouncing
ah,
up
I'm
and down.
killing myself.
Hey!
All right.
Oh, shit.
All right. So, truth be told,
today.
this is the Pokemon State Pokemon. I'm the one that just turned into the old person that says Pokemon. You playing that
You
Pokemon
playing that
game?
Pokemon. Come on, kid.
It's like when you
My
try to
baby.
show one of your elders a meme and they don't get it, and they start talking about whose kid is that?
Oh shit! I got knocked into oblivion.
Okay.
Yo, I
Oh, he came after me, huh?
am. Hey,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
hey.
So here's the thing. I've been working on the challenge of like, how do we balance? How do
This
we,
is fucking
How do we
awesome, yo.
balance melee? Fucking A. Somebody just. Oh wow.
Oh shit!
Okay, look, it's really hard for me because I used to be really good at the 64 game, and right now I'm looking at myself suck balls.
Hey, whatever you do behind closed doors is up to you, bro. Oh shit! Oh no!
Oh.
Ah!
Oh shit.
I'm really good at all fighting games, so
No.
sorry for winning, guys. Hey!
Ooh.
oh. And that's that I'm playing with 2 separate controllers.
You know what it is you feel the freedom in your hands.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is.
Oh shit! Oh,
You're not ready.
Oh, I keep missing.
Ooh.
Ah.
Damn. We suck so bad that the time ran out.
out on this.
You know what it is, guys? I think we're getting older.
He also owns the game, so
I just got it. Literally just got it, and I haven't played Smash Brothers since.
Here's my
GameCube
question.
For sure.
Do you think it was as exciting for the listeners to hear us go, well, Anton was a lot smoother. He was like, oh,
He's like, yeah.
wait.
Oh,
He was real
snap.
smooth with it, like, nah. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, guys, I hate my life. And Joe's like, I'm really good at this.
Sorry, guys, I'm kicking ass right now.
I spent more time trying to figure out what I was doing.
That's what it was. That's what it was. The quiet student. Look at that. Look how many times I killed myself.
Damn, I took you guys out a lot.
yeah.
Wait, who was Fox?
Me, I killed myself all
Holy
those times.
smokes.
And then one person killed me once.
It says I took you out 4 times.
So
You took me out once, and I knocked you out by falls. Damn, I swamped you. Damn, I didn't even touch you.
he was in the cut, just doing his thing.
All I did was push you out once.
Yep, I literally just fell.
Okay, so speaking of this, check it. We live in a data world now, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stats.
Everything is stats.
You can't play a game without stats, man.
Ooh, a new foe has appeared. What's up? Who do we get?
Oh, you get to battle
Oh, nice.
Zelda.
Lucky you.
I get to battle.
You're gonna
Zelda.
unlock
What's
her.
up, mommy?
Hey, you should unlock Zelda.
But I
with
gotta
Link.
beat her, don't I?
Yeah. But
I don't know
mean,
if I'm ready.
just put the sword in, and then you've unlocked her.
Hey. Ah, geez.
Super nerd moment.
I mean, you guys shouldn't really be fighting, right?
No, but I
No.
mean, I'm not gonna report it. That's not true. I would report abuse like that.
Yeah.
If this is gonna go public, I need to be
Oh,
honest.
jeez.
Okay, dude. So yeah, just beat that ass. Look, her percentage is higher, so if you do an extra hard hit, you might just knock her out the ballpark.
I mean, if you lose, I'm pretty much gonna make fun of you the whole time.
I know.
Yeah, now your pride.
Oh.
Shit. Now your pride. Oh God. Your pride is riding on this, Joe.
I like how she's just casually walking.
I know. She's like Jason.
She's not in a rush for you. She just
It's
feels
like
She
Michael
really
Myers.
isn't.
Yeah.
you're gonna come to her no matter what. Oh,
Wow.
Let's just not talk about this, cause
dang.
Here, somebody take this. Here- oh
it's
no, we
cool.
can't do that.
It's cool.
Oh, where do you guys want to play?
Wow, they got a lot of levels now.
F-Zero.
Damn. Yo, we used to play that on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So, Metroid. Wow.
yeah, that one's dope.
You want to try one? Can you guys control it too?
Nope.
Oh, do the question mark. Might as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
fuck
That's
it.
true.
Let's just.
I
go.
like your style, Antoine.
Yeah, well,
that's the way it should be done.
We're gonna be random.
Anton,
with
my
this
bad.
one.
That's my bad.
Oh man.
My
All right,
bad.
So we're recording video. The
But you won't see the game because copyright.
yeah, Speaking of copyright, we asked about whether or not
that's
you
right.
wanted to sign anything, and we were talking about. You said something. You mentioned something about copyright infringement. That one of your videos.
Yeah, I did. I used to work for a company. We're not gonna say their name.
Of course not.
Because
but
copyright.
But if you know, you know.
exactly. If you know, you know.
NDA.
And I pretty much helped them move to America. They're from another country.
Ooh.
And they opened a warehouse in the U.S. So I was like their first employee. And they hired me due to my skills and my, I guess, the cred that I built up so far. And, let's say 8 months later, they decided that was too much. And they were like, we're going to let you go.
What?
And mind you, I'm not upset because they gave me a free flight to Oregon. They gave me a few checks and they let me go. But I did have some pictures of their products on my Instagram page that I took while working there. Let's say 2 days ago, Instagram hits me up showing me the post that they were removing, saying that we're going to be removing this post for copyright infringement. And
What were you infringing upon?
I'm not really sure. Let's just say it's one of their hottest selling products.
Oh, wow.
And they used to make some claims that I proved to them that weren't true. So they had to completely change that.
Really?
And I also kind of, let's say made fun of those claims on my Instagram. So I, Instagram gives you a chance to like dispute it, obviously.
Right.
But I didn't even waste my time, and you know,
And now that this is it.
yeah, this is
You've been Instagrammed.
pretty much, pretty much.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, Instagram is now the man.
Yeah, really.
Dude, definitely.
Isn't that nuts?
It is. It really is.
I mean,
Like-
yeah.
Oh shit.
How many companies out there really are running shit? And for a majority of them, it's really social media companies.
You know, I was reading
Oh,
shit. I forget what I was reading, but no. I'm sorry. I wasn't reading. I was watching that CNN documentary about the decades. I don't know if you've heard of them, like the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s. It goes up to the 2000s. But it's nuts, like how powerful companies were and have become, like, and it's all due to like failing of other companies, the failing, like the fall of Enron and stuff like that made these other financial institutions and media companies and all these like even stronger. So it's just crazy to me how strong they've gotten, how powerful as far as influence.
compared like Enron compared to social media. Did you not? Joe didn't blink the entire time he was talking. I turned around, there was tears in his eyes. I was like, "There's no way Enron touches your heart." Joe was gaming.
for those workers.
He was gaming so hard, and I heard him get passionate, but it wasn't until I looked over that he was gaming so hard that I
Oh
realized.
shit! You're gonna get a challenge. Watch.
Oh,
Or who's
man.
Kirby?
Me.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. Well, I can't guarantee it, but damn,
Well,
that was whack.
We all played better. That's what it was. We were all better at the game,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah.
were all concerned. No.
I also enjoy playing with Pikachu, so you
Well, I mean,
might
have you
go
seen
to-
that movie for the Pikachu movie?
I haven't
that's
seen it.
coming
Yet. I
out?
seen the trailer. Yeah, it was.
Is that Bowser?
Yeah,
That
it's
looks
got to
like
be
Bowser.
Bowser, dude.
Oh, the Detective Pikachu.
I'm intrigued only because I
Holy
grew up
shit.
throwing around Pokemon balls. I guess.
Ooh, hey, they're actually pretty tough.
Hasn't even started.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Come on,
You
man.
got this. Get him.
You could do this.
You got this, Phil. All you got to do is knock him one time.
Uh-oh.
Hey, wait. Oh shit.
That was kind of nice. That was a little combo right there.
Yeah, it was combo-ish. He's gonna spit like fire or some shit, right?
Ooh.
Oh no. Oh shit. Yeah, so we're out here playing Smash Brothers, and you know, it's gonna take me a little to get used to the controls again. It's been a while.
I mean, I will admit it is nice to have it feel like a similar controller. It seems like the Xbox, I guess.
Yeah, it's very similar to Xbox.
So it takes some time getting used to, but the smaller controller that you're holding seems really tough.
It is.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, Bowser's tough.
Hey, you did it.
Oh,
Not tough enough though.
Not tough enough.
shit.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
shit.
Hey.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, he did it. He did what I couldn't.
I was gonna say, he just unlocked the character on your game.
No.
I just stunned it on him.
The biggest
man.
player, no. The biggest guest, no.
Damn.
It's okay. I didn't deserve it.
Sorry, I tapped that ass all over the.
Oh man.
You know what it was though? It's because Kirby always takes out the trash. That's the thing.
That's true. That's true.
Damn, that's awesome.
He'll swallow it sometimes too.
Yeah,
Quite
he
literally.
does.
Well, hey, is Kirby a girl?
Chews it up and spits it out.
You know, it's just
Oh.
hypothetically.
That
you
was
know?
Philip. Is it hot in here? So
Only when I
let's,
spit these flows.
I don't know. You want to give us a little info on what you're doing, Tone? What's up with Binks, LA Coffee Club? I don't know if you want to talk about that. We don't have to. I'm just saying if you want to just shout it out.
Shameless
you know.
plug.
Well, I'll briefly go over
I'll
it.
briefly go over it.
Well,
You know, as some people may know, I'm very passionate about my city.
Hey.
So LA Coffee Club, we're just a subscription to every roaster in Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
You sign up, you get a fresh bag weekly from a local roaster right in your city. It's fresh and it comes to you the next day. That segue to Binks, we roast 4 offices only.
Hey,
Binks means business. I mean, there's no reason to have bad coffee in your office.
absolutely not.
Actually, that's like the worst thing you could have.
So
Morale.
we pretty much fix that for you.
They have. I'm a proud client. The company I work for, we definitely support Binks and LA Coffee Club, what they're doing.
So
Continue.
if you ever need some coffee, shoot us an email, give us a call, or go on our website, binks.com. Binks.coffee also. And
Hey,
yeah,
that's dope.
we will come to your office and give you a free demo, actually. So
And it's
there it
very
is.
informative. Oh shit!
All right.
Oh no!
Oh, there you go. That's
That
how
was
you,
nice. Hey!
that's how you
Oh, that would have been bad. Hey!
Okay.
got him.
Have you heard of Alibi Coffee? I just went to this coffee shop out down by Venice and like Western,
I have heard of them.
and they roast like at the coffee shop.
Um,
It smelled really good. I love the smell of coffee, man. I'm not gonna lie.
oh man.
The best part of waking up is definitely some coffee, man.
I got you. Oh.
By the way, how'd you get started in that, man?
I went to my family's Jamaican,
Okay.
and I went to visit some family, and I helped on the plantation, let's say. And when I was heading back, my uncle, let's say, was like,
Oh shit.
you know, with a Jamaican accent, yeah, man, y'all need for sell some coffee in America. And I was like, oh, you know, no one really drinks coffee in America.
What the hell just happened?
And he laughed at me. So I came to America with, you know, some
Yeah.
product from my homeland, and it sold like hotcakes. It literally lasted me a month.
Really?
Wow.
And mind you, I only had like 12 bags, but I paid like $5 a bag and sold each for $50. So that to me was like, all right, this is a product I need to try. Plus, everyone drinks it. So,
Yeah, that's what's dope.
you know, the meetup for LA Coffee Club started, and then we got into just learning more and more, and roasters started showing up. So the subscription came out of that, and the subscription started monthly and is grown to weekly, and it hasn't ended since. That's like 7
That's
years
dope.
ago.
That's super dope.
Oh, there we go. I missed him.
Oh, jeez, I'm not
Okay.
blinking, guys.
Yeah.
You know what it is all of us are gaming really hard while trying to maintain a level of professionalism. It's called being a gentleman. The art of a gentleman is subtle because part of you is gaming up some part of a system while at the same time being a good civilian. You know what I mean? It's the art of the gentleman.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was.
And it looks like I did it again.
For a second, I thought I got second place. Then I realized that just meant player 2.
That's the story of my life, man.
Oh, man, that was pretty bad.
Damn, look, I got the most. You guys hit me the most, too. Or was it
Damn.
that I hit the most?
No damage given.
Oh.
Hey, there's more stats.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's a whole page of stats.
Yeah.
Look,
And
I-
speaking of stats, you said you were betting on the Cowboys game against the Eagles?
Yes, I have, let's say, 2 money bets and 2 friendly bets.
Two gentlemen's bets.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, they're all gentleman bets. Just
Yeah.
two of them include money
Yeah.
in a gentlemanly fashion.
Yeah, you know, we're from America, man. I got to root for America's team, so.
You know what's funny is I
America's
have a
team.
client named Veterans Battalion. They have their own podcast where they help veterans transition into being civilians.
Okay.
And I didn't realize how many people in the service actually care about the Cowboys. Like, I didn't know it was America's team. Oh, snap.
Kid Icarus?
Oh, okay, I got to win
Holy
this.
Snow. Kid
Oh, shit.
freaking Icarus.
I don't know if you can beat him, man. He's like,
He
he's
he looks angelic.
godlike.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. I thought I broke the floor on myself.
Oh,
Damn,
his
he's a
block is even
G.
sweet.
Look at him.
Oh, so the floor you can sell on a cloud. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
That's a great
Oh,
battle
shit.
right there. Oh,
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Ah, get off me.
Oh.
Fuck off me. Okay, so
Damn.
the crowd can't see, so somebody has to narrate.
Okay,
Somebody has
okay,
to go
so,
sportscaster.
Okay, so we have Kid Icarus. No, that's Link. Link's hitting now Icarus. They're getting a 1-2 and does it look like Philip did it?
Will he come back?
Oh!
Oh!
And an upset.
Wow,
Yeah.
an upset. Kid Icarus bounced back. Oh no, watch out. Oh shit.
Fucking.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn. Okay.
Wow.
This shit is getting into. Oh shit.
You're so lucky that that the ceiling is. Oh. Okay. This is getting. It's getting heavy right here.
He did it. I had to get him.
He's played this game a lot.
I had to do it. You saw that? You saw that? I had to lunge at him like, I'm sorry.
I just want to say he has 2 unlocked characters now.
His name is Pit? Like Armpit?
Yeah, I guess.
So Kid Icarus, but he had a different name.
But yeah, I guess.
It's like
finding out. Oh, you know where I'm going. It's like finding out that Samus's name isn't Metroid.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean?
You know,
Metroid.
Super Mario, Super Metroid.
Exactly.
Or it's like when I go to parties and I'm like, my name is Philip, but my friends call me Dick. And they're like, well, how did you get that? Well, you asked nicely. You know what I mean?
That was a joke. There it is. You guys heard it here first.
So my Pikachu, you can change his costumes.
Oh!
Look at that one,
El
Luchadores.
Mascarado.
What button is that?
The top R and L buttons.
Oh, look at you schooling us, though.
Hey, there you go, man.
Let's see what Pit was all about. That dude was beating my ass,
Dang,
man.
you can go from an angel to a black angel?
Of course.
I'm feeling this.
I had to.
Dark. No, it's a dark angel.
I had to. Everybody knows that every character looks cooler in black. Now, I don't care who you are. Every character looks cooler in black.
That's true. That's why I got a darker toned.
You know what it is?
I think we're all wearing black, actually.
I think we all secretly want to be evil. Or even better, I think we all have dark matter within us and we're seeking to express it.
Look, I play I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Galaxy of Heroes. It's a mobile Star Wars game. And
nerd alert.
I'm part of a clan. You dicks. Oh shit. Okay.
I just want you guys to know.
But my guild, it's called Dark Tide because I'm a scoundrel. I like to be in league with the gangsters and hustlers.
Oh my god! Well, you guys have to try this character out when you get a chance.
Shit. Yo, Fox is dope.
Yeah. No, he's like
what
nosing in. Oh, it was the Pikachu. I know who Pikachu is because he just talked about it a second ago. And you got the Luchador mask.
Oh no! Oh wow!
I forgot Pikachu's got the lightning.
Ooh. Oh, I missed.
You guys ever look at one character and then get like lost and look at someone else's and think that's you?
Yeah. Totally.
No, damn it!
All right, that's my first kill. Yes.
Damn it!
Let's get this.
Oh gosh!
Oh shit! You guys
failing.
almost got me. Okay, so clearly this game is more entertaining than Soul Calibur just because of how little we're actually speaking.
I know.
And our listeners are just hearing grunts. Whoa! Did I just
and
activate
I'm
some kind of
not even
superpower?
blinking. Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah.
I like changed the skies and shit.
The
You saw
world's all
that?
dark and stuff. Oh, finally.
Finally, I have found. Was that a song? What? What? I didn't know you could do that. I just did an Hadouken.
Wow.
Did you guys just see that shit?
Oh wow!
Oh, wow,
I wasn't
we
even
both
dead
died?
yet.
We had to both die because you got super cool powers. Jeez.
I think you guys can do it too. Try doing like a double Hadouken and shit. I don't. Is there a bar somewhere that fills that out, or is that like a thing? No,
I don't know.
Maybe like after a certain amount of Oh shit.
How do I grab those things?
One of the
hit
top
'em.
buttons.
Oh, is
Oh.
it? I thought you just hit him.
Okay. Oh no, he's just kicking me.
Okay, so before we get carried away in the game world, we should provide some valuetainment to our listeners. I think. I mean, for me, I love playing this game. I got to be honest with you. It's come a long way from Nintendo 64.
Absolutely. And I'm fucking my eyes up by not blinking.
What I will say is, does anybody remember adding the expansion pack to the Nintendo 64 and it doing pretty much nothing?
The Rumble.
Yeah.
It was the Rumble pack.
No, I'm
wasn't it?
talking about on the 64. You could like enhance the graphics, but
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
the-
yeah.
You
I
could
remember
open the front
Rumble
of
pack
it.
though, yeah.
Yeah, the Rumble
But-
pack, yeah.
But I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, no, there was a thing that you could.
Open the
attach to
actual
it. Yeah,
64,
yeah.
and there was like a you
And
basically
it was
put
like-
more RAM
yeah,
into it.
it was basically like put more RAM. You don't remember that?
I think I do remember
Yeah.
this. Yes.
It was like it had like a red baskety thing on top of it, like a thin red basket, like after you unlock the top of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had it. I mean, I guess.
You know, you actually had a 64. I didn't have it.
Oh, that's right.
So anytime I actually played it is when I was hanging out with you.
Gotcha.
So
That's right. There was Flying Dragon, a couple of games. But you know what? Dreamcast to this day is still one of the most advanced systems I ever came across for its time.
Dude, I used to have a friend who had a Dreamcast, and I love that system. I come over his house every day just to play it.
And you know, everybody had the burned games. Nobody bought the game. That's why it went out of business.
That's why it went out of
Exactly
business.
why it went out of business.
That-
My homie
'cause
had
people-
like the whole collection.
yeah, you could make your own games and just put them on your Dreamcast. Like,
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
They were like, let's put Windows 98 into this.
I bet there are people out there who are still doing this, who are still who still just make their own games and put them on Dreamcast. I bet you anything that
Oh, shit. I got to find him again?
inkling.
Shit.
This one's not gonna be easy though. He's like a mole growing. Oh, his hair. I'm sorry.
It's that's one of the characters from Splatoon,
Oh, okay. That
which is another popular Switch game.
that hair thing bothers me. You ever see those like homeless people who have this like one cloth?
Oh, just a big old
That's-
thick hair. It's
That's
just
exactly what that is.
it's just one hair, like just attached to their head. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Ooh, you know, like when you get dreads, that's almost like the effect.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's that's the effect.
You know, being Jamaican, as much as it's part of our culture. Dreads are disgusting to me. But at the same time, I understand they look good. It's hard work, but
Yeah, you're right though. It's part of the culture. So it's one of those things like, yeah, it is what it is. It's just you like or you don't, or you get out of here. Keep pushing.
If you don't like it, get out of America.
yeah.
If you don't like it, get out of America.
Damn.
This is cowboy country right here.
Yeah.
Yo, she's like splattering all over me, huh?
Wait, so if
And it cleans up on
Oh,
its own.
shit.
Oh my goodness.
What did I do again?
that's three.
3.
That's three.
He's on a roll.
You fucking is. Fuck you.
Why does she look like one of the Incredibles, though?
Watch you go over his house and he didn't save any of these.
Yeah.
He just deletes them.
Gavin's gonna be super happy. My son, like, I'm
I think
I'm
he's gonna
come
love this
back
game.
and there's gonna be all these characters. He's gonna be like, hell yes, less work for me.
Yeah, man.
There should be like a service you could like pay someone to come unlock characters for you.
I'm sure there is.
wow.
like,
Yeah.
So this guy is an entrepreneur all the way. Look at the way his mind thinks.
you heard it here first. I'm pretty sure there is though,
Anton,
right?
man.
Because I know that you could go on eBay
Okay.
and buy accounts.
Okay.
Like I know
Oh,
the
no shit.
yeah. Like you could buy accounts, or you could.
There's just some gamer like,
Yeah.
what if I just like unlock
Yeah,
all the
Like
characters?
there was a big thing with Pokemon
Yeah.
Go. You could buy a Pokemon Go
Oh.
account that already had everything unlocked and everything when it initially came out. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's, but it's a
Wow.
thing. You could sell like when you do all those like
Ooh, look at Mario stunting.
MMOs, you can buy profiles. Hey,
Nice.
So Mario's wearing an all white with a smooth ass cap, looking like Frank Sinatra with a mustache.
wait, why do these guys just have different colors, but your guys have like costumes?
I'm not gonna lie. Mario looks sweet.
Yeah, yeah. Like I would,
Samus though.
Ooh, looking
Oh,
like
yeah.
War Machine and shit.
Ooh, Samus is looking real nasty.
Did you guys ever do the?
wow.
What? Look at Evil Link. What?
Look, it's the
The
old
eyes even changed too.
It's the original Link right there. I don't know.
All right, so we're nerding out right
Oh,
now.
yeah, look
So
at
we're
that.
nerding
That
out
one's
right now
nice.
because some of our longtime staple characters are actually pretty mature. Like it's like watching an old Batman movie and then watching Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true actually.
Do you guys remember ever? Did any of you guys ever receive a system for your birthday? Like somebody bought you a system for your
Yeah,
birthday as a
yeah.
Oh
kid?
yeah.
Or like for Christmas or like something like that?
Well,
Yep.
that's why I got a PlayStation. The first one is because my older brother was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy you guys a system. You can leave me alone.
PS
Yeah.
Classic
Yeah, the original PlayStation
with the
we
loading
got
screen.
because my brother was like, "Fuck that."
The gray one.
Yeah.
Oh, he
The
didn't want you
OG
guys playing his.
1995.
It wasn't even because he loved you. He was like, "How am I going to solve this problem?"
He's like, I'm just gonna keep them
Oh
distracted
man.
by purchasing.
Is this the same brother that would buy cereal and not let you guys
They
have
keep
it?
it in his closet so he wouldn't eat it. Yeah, that's it.
Dang.
It was tough.
Dang, that's dang. Cereal goes fast though, but dang, that's brutal.
That was the thing. That was the thing.
Yeah, man. When I was a kid. Oh no,
Sorry,
I
sorry.
chose Mario already. Oh no, I didn't. Damn, I thought I chose. I guess I saw the suit and I was so dumbfounded I didn't even choose him. I was gonna say when I was a kid, man, I remember they bought me my first system was a Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
With
I
Sonic
remember that
Adventure.
Sega. We were the
Love
Nintendo
that.
family. You were the Sega
Yeah, that's
family.
right.
Yes,
That's right.
I do remember that.
Oh,
Oh,
shit! It's the
dang.
old school Jumpman
Oh,
level
this is gonna
with
suck.
Donkey
Tough.
Kong and fucking.
Already
This
died.
is gonna be tough.
You said I already died.
Let's
Oh,
just stay up here, guys.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Have you guys seen the way Mario throws a fireball? Yeah, like it's like.
Hadouken.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's see. Ooh,
What?
ooh, I hit something else.
Oh shit! Donkey Kong can actually hurt you.
No shit.
Yes.
Oh shit! He just
Oh,
threw something at
shit.
me.
Oh, died
Yep,
again.
you're right. And you
Wow,
can't hurt
this
him.
is
It doesn't
gonna-
look like you can hurt him.
This is gonna suck, guys.
Okay, so we have level obstacles, and then we have
I need to figure
opponent
out-
obstacles.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I can use the second joystick to hit.
Shit.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
much
can
better.
you? Oh, you fucking can.
Okay, that makes a little bit of a difference. Okay.
So, what are you guys some of your like holiday plans?
Well, actually, we're having a little Christmas party.
Oh, nice.
Really?
And yeah, you guys are invited out as well.
Appreciate that.
It's I don't usually plan the parties. My wife does,
Hey,
but
they usually do. They usually do, brother.
this year we're having.
He's like, but this year I planned it.
Yeah, I was gonna say this year I had a part in it, so it was fun. It's gonna be nice. I
A
decorated. the
holiday
house.
party, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, how
Is
long
it-
have you been married, man? Sorry.
Now going on 8 months, I think.
Snap.
So
Okay, congratulations, man. It was recently then.
yes, very recent. Yeah.
Dope, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very
It's
much.
not every day you find somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with. You know what I mean?
I'm still looking for someone.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Hey, Sonia, I love you.
Yeah, you put yourself. I know. She's gonna give you side eye when she listens to this.
She'll never listen to this. Oh shit.
So that's dope, man. Yeah. Joe, you have plans? I usually
You know
avoid
what?
the holidays.
I was thinking. I don't know. Well, Sonia likes to. Well, we usually go to her family's for Christmas. Oh shit!
Got
Nice.
him.
I don't think I'm gonna be the one that. Gets
We
the
usually,
turkeys.
we usually go, but this year she just wants to go for Christmas Eve, and then we just spend Christmas at the crib, or whatever we find. So I think Fernando was doing something, and he invited,
Really?
yeah, he invited us. Oh shit!
I don't think I won this time. I'm not gonna lie. I died a couple of times.
Same.
Did I?
And I literally just
Ah,
died
yes.
falling off the.
I probably just killed one of you guys, and that's what put me on top.
I actually got second this time though.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see what it is.
Oh shit! I took 4 of you guys.
I
out.
didn't realize I killed somebody. I killed you twice, Joe.
Damn.
So wait, does that mean I killed Mario twice?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you were the one that was hitting me.
Yep. Sorry.
Hey, it's melee. That's what it's all about.
Dang, I
It's
just
actually ultimate.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I heard the word melee was because of Smash Brothers.
Now, is it melee or melee?
Ah.
oh,
Well,
man.
this is America, so if you can't say melee,
Yeah.
you can get the hell out.
I'll give you that.
He's like, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Iran, not Iran.
Yeah.
It's Iraq, not Iraq.
Totally agree.
It's also iWalk and iPod.
Oh
I
man.
walk.
Um,
You guys
I-
remember the Sony Walkman?
You know,
Classic, dude.
Everybody just turned around.
Yeah.
Super nostalgic.
I
Anti-shock.
just found a Walkman and a pager in my
No.
my case the other day, and I'm like, how do I activate this?
Can you?
Not possible.
Yeah, right? Like, you can't even do that anymore.
And who would you communicate with?
Hey, wait a minute. Yeah. Like, who would you reach
I
out
was like,
to?
what's funny is I was like, maybe I can give all these spammers the pager number.
Yeah.
And someone was like, yeah, that's stupid. I was like, okay, sorry.
Because you could just block calls. Also.
Exactly. Yeah. So
My iPhone started just telling me that things are scams likely. It says scam likely.
Yeah, you could do it. Like I have Verizon, and that's one of the things one of the options you can get. It'll just screen your calls for you, and it'll show you like potential spam, and you just negative.
I mean, I hate to brag, but I know you guys seen the commercials. I have a Pixel, and my assistant answers my calls for me now.
Really?
And it's nice. It's
Dude,
is-
that's why I wanted the Pixel. You have the Pixel too?
I have the Pixel 2. Yes.
Dude, they film
so what does it
music
do?
videos with that shit. It looks like lit. I haven't been able to even fuck with it.
I'm interested in this feature.
Can you
though.
show
What-
us the phone?
I'm gonna pull it out.
Oh
Hey,
God!
whoa, whoa.
Whoa, hey, wait a minute. This is being recorded.
Close your eyes for a second.
Okay. Oh
He's
God.
like,
Oh,
Don't
God.
look.
Is it gonna hurt?
But here you go. It's unlocked. Now, I'm
Real
a
deal, guys.
I'll give you the. I know there's hate out there. iPhone.
Okay, you gotta check the
Android,
camera
iPhone
first.
Android, and
Dude.
and for me,
Oh,
I'm all about using my phone for work. So
right.
someone was like, the only reason I have an iPhone
Check it out.
is because of the ecosystem, and I was like, oh, what does that mean? They're like, because I'm like really embedded
Into like everything you're doing.
everything Apple. So I took a step back and I was like, all right, let's see what products I use. I was like, Google Maps,
Google Drive.
Google Drive, Google Chrome, Google Hangouts, Google Voice, Google Analytics. Like I can go on for days.
No, yeah.
So I just assumed I had to switch just to try it out, and
It was worth it, wasn't it?
I haven't looked back.
And you have unlimited like my shit always tells me your iCloud is running out.
That was another thing. I was saving iPhone photos onto Google Photos on my iPhone.
Yeah,
So
me too. Me
I
too.
was like, you know what? I just might as well get a Google phone. And the thing is with the photos, being able to just go back to a photo from 10 years ago just by typing in like maybe my face or an apple and it pops up still is the most valuable part. With social media and everything, sometimes you got a picture you took 3 years ago. that you
Flashback
went-
Friday.
Exactly.
Way back
where
Wednesday.
the buttons on this though?
Well, it's all
Like
on the
to
screen.
navigate.
I mean, there's no more.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
It's
no
like
more-
fully.
Yeah, because this is different from
Android, yeah.
I have a Note 9.
Okay.
So we have 3 different things here, right?
Yes.
And we can compare it right now.
Yeah.
So this isn't Android.
It's an Android. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
like
Google's
Google
own
closed
specific-
circuit, yeah.
It's Google's version of an Android. Yes. Yeah.
Like if Google really got down and dirty with it, this is what the Pixel was.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it's like Apple to iOS, so
Yeah.
it's basically the same thing.
If Google went in and said, you know what, we need to compete with Apple, this is what it is, and that's what they did.
I think so.
Well, they were the first ones to compete with Apple.
Yeah.
Like,
And
because what's the guy's name from Google? He was on the board of
I don't know. Let me Google it.
Yeah, let me Google it. Yeah, but he was on the Apple board
Google CEO.
when they released the iPhone and
really?
Yeah,
Sundar
yeah.
Pichai?
And then he was like, I could do this. So I think there was a whole
This guy?
lawsuit.
Sundar Pichai?
No, it wasn't that.
Or the
dude.
founder?
It was the other guy. Yeah.
Oh, CEOs. then.
Yeah. So he was on that board, and that was a whole thing.
Larry
with Apple.
Page.
Yeah, I believe so.
Larry
He
Page.
was on the board of. Yeah, that's
Third
the
guy,
dude.
yeah, Larry Page.
Okay.
He was on the board of Apple, and
Yeah.
he saw this, and he was like, "Yo, we could do this." So he went back to Google and said, "Look, let's make a fucking phone because they're the only ones that are doing this. We can do this." So like, Steve Jobs sued him and everything. It was like, this is infringement because you were on our board, so you were privy to a lot of information that you wouldn't have known otherwise.
Sounds like an Anton story.
Yeah, that's the G1. I don't know if you remember the G1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the G1. That was Google's first phone. It was on T-Mobile. It had a touch screen and it
Right.
had a
I
keyboard. You
remember
could
that.
slide it up and it had a keyboard.
Oh, you can flip it out. What are those?
Yeah.
those?
It was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
ugly.
What was
I
it called?
remember
The
that.
Sidekick or
It was
whatever?
called the
Remember
G1.
the
No.
G1.
The Sidekick
The
was the
Side-
predecessor. It was before that.
Hold on, but the Sidekick, I'm not gonna lie.
Sidekick
Before
was dope.
iPhone and Android,
Sidekick
put
was
me
the
on.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it put me on.
It was, if you had one of those, you got laid.
You took the words out of my mouth.
He's like, I was just trying to figure out a way to say that, but yes, that's.
I didn't have one. That's how I knew. I had one of those flip phones that like with the.
Dude,
and
I had a
a
three-way
razor?
pager.
You know what it's like to ask for a phone
You
number?
remember those?
without a sidekick.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Girls are
dude.
like, what? kind of fun is that?
I was one of those guys that had the two-way.
I'm
I
a
had the
grower,
three-way
not a
page.
shower.
And if you didn't have that, you were like, you don't have a phone? This
Even
was like
Genuine had a
2001.
two-way.
Yeah.
Right?
In his video, and it was
Oh,
like
yeah,
he was
yeah.
like on like
He had a
Excel.
song.
He was on Excel or something like
He
that.
had a song
trying to be
called-
like,
Oh,
I'm
yes,
texting
he
some boo.
He was like, oh, you're putting your
Hold on,
workbook together.
hold on. We're showing our ages here. Wait.
yeah.
For those of you who are listening that don't know what a two-way is, it was the original like of the way we communicate today.
Yeah, it was a text, but it predates the text. It was like the two-way communication. It was a two-way.
It was the first time somebody was
It was like a
communicating
pager
two-way
and text message
at the same
before
time.
they integrated into the phone. But yeah, Genuine had a song called Two-Way. Hit
Yep.
me on my two-way.
I've had a three-way.
Hey, okay. We're not at that
Hey,
point.
well, yeah. Sorry, we're not at that portion of the.
So I'm trying to add another thing to our little podcast, the random ass facts.
That's
where
right.
at any point in the podcast, I would just be like, random ass fact. And then you just spit something that's true, and it's just whatever pops
It might
into
even
your
be
head.
easier if somebody thinks of a random ass fact to bring it up, but to keep it in mind, because if
That-
you put me on the spot, I'll be like,
You'll get like,
tapioca pudding makes my stomach gurgle. Like, "Ugh." It's a fact.
It is
It's
a fact.
random.
That's a random ass fact.
You know what I mean? But
That's okay. Okay,
but you don't want to know that.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, that is true.
Nobody wants to know what makes your stomach gurgle.
Hey, didn't I win?
No.
Yeah, I had one with Samus.
I'll say-
Why didn't I get a challenger?
Oh,
It
maybe
wa-
it's
it
because
was
you're
the,
whack.
The way you won wasn't really spectacular.
Oh, that's what it was. I didn't win by a
The
large
game
margin.
has a bias.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, you could go Bumblebee on this. Boom.
Hey.
Yeah,
Are
man.
we going with small characters or oh no? Who's oh that's you. You got Donkey Kong?
Donkey Kong.
So I have to ask, since there's so many Mario characters looking on here, I mean there's so many different Marios. Have you guys played them all? Like every single one?
Dude, there's no way you can play all the Mario.
Okay.
I mean, there's probably
'Cause-
Marios out there that people don't even know
Yeah,
about.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about games like
Wait a minute. Do we all choose the same color scheme?
hey,
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah, we totally did.
Nah,
That's kind of weird.
of
What are you guys?
Oh, I just took a picture.
and you have every right to do that. This is America.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh shit. Yo, Pit is dope.
Yeah, no, I was trying to tell you. I told you guys as soon as you get a chance to, you should fuck with him.
Oh man. This is an old school level too. I didn't
This is
realize-
Hyrule. This is Hyrule,
Hey,
dude.
no, you good call.
Oh, it was Ghost. Oh
shit.
no.
Oh, it was Joe. Okay. What? How are you doing that?
Ooh. Wow, what's that? Was that you doing the oh no.
Who's doing
Oh.
all these drawings? It's Joe.
Wait, who got Ryu?
It was like a thing inside of
Oh,
a
okay,
bottle. It was a
okay.
genie in a bottle. I had to rub it the right way.
Yeah.
Oh
By the way, Christina Aguilera, I got a mad crush on her, dude.
Wait.
Christina Aguilera. Is this a random ass fact?
Yeah, that's a random ass fact, dude.
Really?
But, so if she's out there and she listens to this one day, well, she probably won't because the fuck would she be doing listening to me?
no! Damn it!
Are you a fan of her music too, or just her looks?
You know what? I actually love the way she sings. I know a lot of people hate her voice. She's the only girl that gives me chills when she sings.
Hey,
She can hit-
really?
She can hit really high notes too.
When she
Yo,
do that,
Alicia Keys does that for me.
Yeah?
Or Jasmine
really?
Sullivan. Jasmine
Oh, yeah,
Sullivan
I'm not
does
gonna
that
lie.
for me for sure.
Oh man, I don't even want to say who does that for me. man.
Hey, I
Mine
like
is-
to know.
You know, Nelly Furtado.
Oh,
Nelly Furtado.
First of all, Nelly Furtado is amazing. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm Like a Bird is my shit. I don't care what anybody says.
Exactly.
Especially, what's the other one? Turn Off the Lights. Timbaland produced that whole album, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people sleep on it. They don't know that Timbaland's been working with Nelly Furtado for a while.
I mean, he probably thought she was good looking too.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, for sure.
Timbaland has known every good-looking singer that's a female in the game for years. I mean, come on. He's got pictures with Aaliyah.
Yo, why doesn't he have a stomp?
Ooh, did I kill Tua?
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
he did.
Oh no.
No, he didn't kill me. Not today, not now, not never.
Not now.
That's
Not
got double
never.
team right there.
Yeah, I saw that, actually. It was pretty
It
shady.
was one from the back, one from the front. It felt good though.
It's not the first time you said that.
Oh,
and it
God.
won't be the last.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
I'm getting hit with that too.
Hey.
Oh, time.
Wow, that
it's
was
the
intense.
time. game.
Who won that
Of
one?
the
Oh,
season.
Ness.
Dude, I don't know how I'm doing it.
Little boy.
I think it's all my years of training as a teenager when I actually played. This was actually one of the games I played the most. It clearly shows.
Okay. So if there was one game you had to say you were the best at, like your friends couldn't beat you at, what game was that?
Oh, well, okay, so you know how I also don't play sports like I mentioned earlier, and I'm a bookworm.
Okay.
I do a lot of solitary solo shit. It's pretty much like, okay, so here's the thing. If you've heard of wolf packs, you've heard of the alpha male and the beta male. I've always been the omega male. Like, I'm always the optional character and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I've always seen myself that way. And pretty much every game that I play, I don't mean to make something that's random, like a basic question, make it deeper. But like,
No.
I think that everything is connected in our lives. And the truth is, like, I've played a lot of RPG games that are like one player. Everything about me is one player. You know what I mean? But I try to be a team player. You know what I mean? I do. I really do, man. But I'm so one player. It's not even funny, man. I'm so money and I don't even know it. You know what I mean?
Mine is I'm a fighting game guy. Like I would say Smash Brothers is probably one of the fighting games I least know because I didn't have like any of the later iterations of Nintendo consoles. But you put me in front of like a Tekken or a Street Fighter, holy
smacked the
shit!
shit out of him, huh?
You
That
whooped
was
that
fast.
dude's ass. I mean,
Wow.
I think he had 9%.
Wow,
That was a beatdown.
That was
I don't even feel like that
fast.
when I'm playing with you guys.
I'll give you a subtle clap for that.
Yo, I'll give you a finger snap
Yeah.
on that one because that was impressive.
So when I'm left to my own devices, that's usually how I perform.
I see you perform on by yourself on that one. That was nice.
I can't do the same thing in a team though.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know. I bring myself in a certain weird like my state of mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go
So
up
yeah,
this pit.
you put me in front of a fighting game, and
And I think it's because you love competition. See, I hate competition.
I do.
I don't know how to love it. But I always say, you show me a happy loser, I'll show you a real loser.
We had a conversation about that in a couple episodes back, where it was a debate on
like, what does that really mean? Yeah.
Are you really a happy loser? Do you really lose, and are you still in good spirits because of it?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the yellow.
It's
I'm gonna say no.
that was Phil's argument. You're not really if you're losing, you're still gonna take a little bit away from it, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Like it's still gonna
Right,
take a little bit away
because
from
you either learn or you win,
or
and
you
either
didn't
way,
give it
yeah.
your all. Like
and you also have to be taught how to accept a loss. Like
That's true.
Someone has to come in and be like, "It's okay," da, 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 on your first loss, you know.
Right.
And then from there, you're like, "Oh, that it doesn't matter."
yeah,
you-
that's a lesson you learn when you're a kid for sure. Because I know when
So that explains a lot.
Yeah,
Then, because all I did was lose as a
because all
kid.
you did was play single player games.
Oh shit! I almost killed myself right off the bat.
This is a dope stage.
This is the Temple of Time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, from
Is that-
where?
from Zelda.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, this platoon character is dope. Oh shit.
Oh, pit is nice.
That's what. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay, yeah, you can't touch the fire. That makes sense.
Can't touch the fire. It's not a song, but it's like I heard it in my head right now. Oh, this is Pokemon. That's why. Okay.
Wait, what?
That's what it was.
Damn. Oh, I just threw
Touch
myself in the fire.
again.
Damn, I just did it twice. Rising up, back on. Oh, it's one of those spiky shells from the. Get out of my way.
How do you grab it? Oh, I can never grab it.
Oh shit. Oh no. No! Damn it! Damn it!
Oh, shit.
Nope. Not today, son.
Ah,
Ah no! I should have taken you out.
yeah.
Bullshit. That was bullshit. All
Whoa,
right,
what's
we're
this?
going. Oh no! Damn.
Does this lead anywhere? Oh,
Nope.
shit.
Damn it. Oh.
No one wants to fight me. I'm in the middle. Let's do this. Spoke too soon.
Oh no.
Okay, so we forgot we were recording for a second, didn't we?
Hey, we didn't forget shit.
Not now, not never.
Oh shit.
Whose chair is this? Not my chair,
Not
not,
my
my
problem.
problem. That's what I say.
Oh shit. Okay.
You guys trying to fight? I'm gonna
Oh,
let you guys
shit.
kill each other.
See, back in front again. You guys like that. You really like that.
Back streets, All right, I got you.
Oh no.
So when I was in high school, I had a nickname. Did you guys have a nickname in high school?
Oh yeah.
Everybody
Oh,
has
no.
a nickname, right?
Damn it! I fell.
Like you didn't go to high school if you don't have a nickname.
Do I remember mine? I know at one point I was Slim. Somebody called me
Really?
Slim. I can't. Yeah, they used to call me Slim.
Were you part of 112? Is that what it was?
Hey, 112.
Oh man, I was called Tone until
No shit.
PE class. Someone called me Buff Monkey. And,
Oh wow!
Monkey.
Hell no.
And that stuck. That stuck pretty well.
Ooh, who was Fox?
Me, I'm a
Damn,
fox.
Fuck you, Phil.
I got second again though.
My
Nice.
my name was Jukebox.
Jukebox. Hey, yeah, I can see that.
No matter what somebody said, I had a song for. Damn, look at all those
I
kills
had
though.
0 knocks. Damn.
You know what it is though? I can't play like Call of Duty and something like that. Like for some reason, my brain doesn't work in that manner.
It's just Call of Duty or like Counter Strike was your
Like
thing?
no, so okay, so we used to ditch school to the internet cafes when that was a thing. You had to go to a computer cafe place, pay, and they would play Counter Strike, and I would write lyrics because
Oh word.
I was like, yeah, I don't really fuck. Again, it was a game. You were competitive. You fucked with people. I was like, I don't really fuck with people.
Yeah.
But like, I have no choice in planet Earth. So
You kind of have to fuck with people.
I mean, you might be asking what high school you go to.
uni. I went to
Oh,
uni.
okay.
I went to uni, but I graduated 2007.
Oh, okay. I was 04.
Ah,
So I probably saw you.
Just yeah,
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I
you guys
started
probably
03.
came-
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you guys for sure came across each other.
It's funny, at uni, back to the sidekick. The sidekick is the reason why I graduated 12th grade.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Please elaborate.
Wait, you went on the internet for some shit?
Yeah. Oh, every class.
Nobody knew how to do it yet.
And no one knew. It was. I remember a teacher was like, "What are you doing?" Like during a test, and I was like, "You said it was open notes. I got all my notes on my phone." And she's like, "Wow, you can do that?"
Like, yep. All my notes
I'm
are
not
right.
surprised because after hearing him talk about the way he sees business opportunities,
You're like, yo.
you're sharp, man. You're sharp.
Yeah, I love the sidekick just for that reason. So
It was literally your sidekick.
it was. It was.
How do you think what do you think the meetings are like for the like naming the phones? Like I wish I was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, this is clearly Sonic, dude.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Is Sonic in the game?
Yeah, he
Is it Sonic? Because I see cherries, so it might be a different
No.
game.
Oh, no, this is Mario 2.
Oh yeah, where you can go on the other side of the screen and you come out on the other side anyways.
I was trying to get the cherries.
Story of my life, bro.
Hey, whoa. Not me, buddy. Hey.
Oh, I killed myself twice.
All right.
All right, guys.
I'm going to take credit on that kill.
Well, the game will decide that. Oh wow.
Take credit on that kill.
You do know that you can do the multiple jumps, right, with Pikachu?
Okay.
Press up B, or up attack
Okay.
at the same time.
Look, it's the precursor to Yoshi.
It's one of those buttons, an up attack. Like jump and then press the things or whatever. If you guys don't know yet, holding forward, back, down, up, any of those buttons, and I think it's A or B
Oh, what's
is the
this?
whole point,
I can't hit him.
is the whole thing.
Oh.
If you guys don't know that yet, that's how I've been hitting people like that.
Up B.
Oh, that was...
Yeah.
Ah, look at you, clever. Uh-oh.
It's the same thing as the Nintendo 64 configuration,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Look, the controls haven't changed much.
No. There you go. That's the jump I was talking about.
I'm just really bad at it right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
Wow,
it,
you
Joe.
really got me in the cut, huh?
Oh, I need to see.
Chilling in the cut. Keeps on passing me by. Do-do-do-do. Oh,
you
shit.
can't go to the side, you'll die.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Here we go.
Damn, we're gaming up
nice.
so hard. So, look. So, with Soul Calibur, there's plenty of, downtime, but Melee is so
Yo.
wild.
But it's so much fun. Oh, shit. I'm getting smoked.
It
And
is fun.
I'm really hoping we get a new challenger after this one. Cause,
Yeah, that would be dope. Oh, shit.
Oh, wow. That was dope. Yeah.
You know what I think it is? It depends on who you win with. Remember, we had read something about.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right.
So who you
win
win with will give you, a certain.
Maybe you gotta win with a newer character, like you haven't used.
No. Damn it.
Oh, finally, I killed someone.
Jesus. Damn. Okay. So. That's getting
We
a
were
little too
gaming.
quiet.
We were gaming so hard that
let's What else are we talking about?
Okay, so yesterday I was on my way down to was the president in town or something? Because I tried to go through downtown. No.
That's
It's not even.
everyone's sentiment. That's most of America's sentiment.
Yeah.
Right?
I was not even politically related. What I mean is I was driving from my freeway here, the 110. I was going south through downtown, but both junctions, whether you stayed on the freeway or got off through Chinatown, were packed. And it took me an hour and a half to get from the exit right there off Chinatown, off the 110 South, to an hour and a half to get to Koreatown until finally, after getting out of downtown, the streets cleared up. Now, was there I think there was a car show maybe? I tried to Google it.
Oh yeah, the auto show is this last. No,
LA
that
Auto
was,
Show
that
was
was
the
last
last
weekend, right?
Oh yeah, it was last week.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
you're right,
something
you're right.
was in town last night because all the freeways on this whole side of South LA, East LA, it was ridiculous.
Really?
And Angelinos don't know how to drive. Let's not even talk about rain.
Oh, let's not talk about rain.
Because, I was living in New York for a little while, and they don't seem to have a problem with, they drive crazy anyways. So,
I think what it is, and no offense to transports, but there's just so many people who moved here that come from a different type of driving system that once they get to LA, it's like they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's like it's too fast, maybe too aggressive, maybe. I driven in Kansas City, and literally at nighttime in downtown, not see one car.
damn.
And you never see that in LA, at any time. So
Yeah. Greater LA, you never see that.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Obviously, I love it's my city, but
Of course.
No, you're right.
I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I mean, maybe there are a couple places that I want to live, but
Oh,
You know. oh, that's a nice Kirby right there.
yeah, man. That's why I said ooze. We all got so we clearly have an affinity for the same. So that brings me to something. So if you had a world without consequences,
We all got
and that's what I'm trying to say. If we had a world without consequences, do you believe that you would literally behave in the same way that you do, or do you think, that the morality is in place because we really would not give a fuck about anybody? Because it's hard to, because they always say that man is this dog eat dog, strong eats the weak, But is morality really something that we had to learn, or is it just common sense? I mean, how can we argue that without having someone who's a clean slate to judge that from?
to weigh that.
I mean, we don't have any winter soldiers out there. You know what I mean? People who were designed specifically to have no morality.
I mean, I would say yes, because a lot of times when you put rules in place in hierarchy, that's when the evilness starts to come out, right?
That's true. Yes, I can agree with you on that. Because if there are no rules, what are you breaking?
That's true.
If there are no rules, what are you doing that's bad, technically?
Yeah.
So really, a lot of times when these rules are put in place is when there's an opportunity to go against them, go against the grain.
And there's a lot of new age thought, Hermetic philosophy and Gnostic societies and Freemasonry and a lot of other things that I've studied that say that balance must exist in the universe. It must. In order for there to be good, there has to be bad. Otherwise, there's no such thing as anything at all. Polarity and gender have to exist throughout all of the universe. And by gender, I mean there has to be something that stimulates and something that incubates. And I just don't know how else to how can we prove that humans are naturally good? Because we want to argue that.
Can we though?
But can we?
We can't. How would we be able to gauge it if there's nothing to gauge upon? Like a child, maybe a child.
Well, all children start off innocent.
That's true.
And then are taught to hate, maybe in a sense.
And that, for hate, for
see,
sure,
see,
right?
Then, but
does that mean
same
naturally?
There are kids that are just downright bad. Like
the ones that have the silver teeth.
if they get,
you ever see them kids with the silver teeth? You know they're trouble.
Yeah.
all across the front, like their whole front teeth is all fucked up. And you're like,
know
damn,
they're bad.
That's a badass kid that just eats candy and doesn't give a fuck
They're
about
like
anybody.
mini Joe Pesci's.
He's thinking about a way to jack you as he's smiling at you.
Oh God! That's a universal accepted truth. We're like, you seen that kid with all the silver caps?
That's a badass kid. There's no helping that one.
I know I took it to like the fundamentals of our existence and shit, but it's just I'm curious, man, because that creates influence upon our decisions every day. And how can we really argue we have free will if we're bound by such things?
Ooh, that's Ike. That's got to be Ike.
Oh, Turner. You about to get beat if that's the case.
His name is Marth.
No, that's not Ike.
He's missing an A. I think his name was Martha, but he grew up with a sort of a chip on his shoulder because of it, and he got his name legally changed.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna fucking.
I guess there's like a masculine.
Remember,
and a feminine.
yeah. Remember, it's up, down, down B. I mean, all that shit. Yeah, there you go. Why does Bowser look like a second-rate Charizard?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He looks like the turtle from Ninja Turtles that was designed like through the donut. Remember, he was what was his name? Razor. Razor.
Oh shit!
Oh, no!
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put out a stat. It's 3 wins over here and 2 losses.
0-2 over here, guys.
At least I'm 0 for everything right now. I'm consistent as possible.
So you won with Bowser, huh? Let me try playing with Bowser, see if I can get it.
Gosh, I feel
man.
so pathetic right now.
No, but see, these are side missions. This is exactly what I'm good for. I'm the
He
fucking
said,
guy.
"This is what I'm the Omega. I'll pick up the trail."
I got this.
How we looking with this Cowboys game?
Well, as I look down, it's 9-0, and there was just an interception thrown. So we're still winning, but that wasn't good.
And so I feel like I should introduce you to my boy Brad. Now, Brad's the kind of dude that he watches all the games, places all the bets, but they're always like small bets. He's not trying to lose his bank. You know what I mean? He's a reasonable guy. He works in recruiting, so that might also work like to introduce you to businesses.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? His name is Brad, and I owe him like 4 calls. If he ever hears this, I just been going through it, but I owe him 4 calls. He's taken me to 2 concerts, the Gorillas, which was fire, dude.
Okay.
And then Foster the People.
Okay. Okay.
He's a good dude, man. He's pretty chill. He likes to play pool, all that shit. So I think you two would hit it off, especially because of the bets and just business related. It makes sense. You know what I mean?
I'm always down. What do you work at?
So it was at the co-working spot I used to work out of.
Oh yeah.
In downtown called Cross Campus.
Nice.
If there's one thing I'm really good at that I've always noticed is I connect people and always know who to connect to who. Always. That's my whole fucking thing. I just don't know how to turn that into something. So maybe I could pick your brain about that because that's what I do, man. Like maybe I should go into recruiting myself.
Yeah. And those co-working locations, I love those places. I used to work at one of those. That's
No
how
shit.
LA Coffee Club got started.
Gotcha.
Nice. There's always
whoa, this level is tripping me out, dude.
I know.
It's like a floating island that turned me into a Pikachu even though I'm Bowser once.
Hey, okay, we're grounded.
So I will say this, Bowser is strong as hell, which makes sense for his character. So now I have to ask, how do you think they designed the stats and like how someone hits? And and like make it. Oh, I did it again.
Shit. Oh no.
How did I make this?
What is happening?
How did I do this?
Oh shit.
I just did another power up, but I don't see how I did it. Okay, you know we need to research this, right? Because I'm doing all this shit on accident.
He's just button mashing and getting it.
But you know what it is? That's the story of my life. Just build the parachute on the way down.
He's got the cheat code. He's got the cheat code. Oh, that was a body
Did I
slam.
just suplex you?
Yeah, you really did. Shit.
So sometimes I try to press like 2 buttons at the same time and it works.
I can land in the water.
Oh, don't fuck with me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, wow.
When you get that hammer, though. Actually, the hammer and the baseball bat are the strongest. So did you know you can choose what items drop? It doesn't have to be as random as that. You can up the stakes and actually... Oh, shit, I have like a dark scythe.
Let's just do a Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
Let's do a Pokemon ball in your eye.
So I told her,
Oh, how'd that
That's
go?
what I told her.
I choose you.
Ooh,
Yeah,
thank
man.
God the ground saved me right there.
So you can hold that forever and it's not going to...
Oh.
You trying to go muscle out Bowser, dude? Ooh, 2, 1.
Oh,
About
he's about
to
to
suplex.
suplex you.
Yeah, he was.
WWE, baby. Look at that. Ooh, look at Bowser looking fresh as fuck too with the gold on.
Does that mean you get? Oh no, you didn't get a shroom.
I'm like Goro from Mortal Kombat. Rah, when I crushed Johnny Cage's
Please battle,
glasses.
dude. Please battle him and take him out. Oh, snap. Nice.
Yo, the villager was
Yeah.
crazy, right? Like you could change it to like almost any kind of villager. That was,
Yeah,
Is
I
there a
mean that makes
challenge?
sense when it comes to villagers.
Man.
Villagers
that
from
makes-
all over the world. They even had like an Asian one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Oh,
real.
did they?
Yeah, it just changed the color and it changes the actual type. Inkling. Why would they give us all these whack characters first, though, man? Like, we all know what we really want here.
I want the Ryus. There's Ryu.
I will
They
say
got
this, though.
They have Richter. They have Richter Belmont from Castlevania.
That's
He's
crazy.
in this. I breezed through it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me try and win with Fox and see what happens. Did I do that yet? You know who I haven't tried to win with is Pikachu. Maybe there's like another Ash Pikachu.
He's now at another level. He's now challenging the game, not us anymore.
I know. He's like, yeah, whatever, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, the mascot out Pikachu is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. The Luchadores. Ah, man.
So wait, you are a musician, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Believe it or not, even though my dad was a songwriter, it was really Joe that got me like into music. When I first moved back to LA when I was like 14, after having lived in San Antonio for 2 years,
Okay.
I came and I saw what Joe was doing with music, and you know, Joe had a music video before smartphones. Like, he had a song before there was still 8-track recorders. I think like a 4 or 5 mixers. Like, Joe was actually doing it at a time when it was really hard to do.
Okay.
Like, he already had a squad and like a following. He had parties like back in like
Oh man, we used to throw some parties. I'll tell you what.
like this is like I think 01 to 03. You were doing this show?
Yeah. That I mean, it was the Party Joe was out for a long time.
Party Joe was
I
out
did-
for a long time.
Yeah, easily 10 years
Oh shit!
of me doing just.
What was the name of the crew?
We were the Mad Flav affiliates. We had a couple. We had a couple of. There were a couple of iterations of my little group situation. The first one was Mad Flav. We were the Mad Flav affiliates. We moved on from there. We had the Minorities Report. Oh shit!
Yeah.
That didn't work. The Minorities Report was the last one, and that went where it went.
You know what's funny though is I know all their songs, man. Well, like a majority of them.
You do
Because when I
actually.
started, I basically took all their styles and just made it into one artist.
That's crazy.
It's like Eminem said, right? I'll take your style and make it fresher.
Were you like a rapper?
So I hate to say that because I can't really say that because I'm not involved in the hip hop culture in any way. Like I don't know a lot about hip hop culture, so I'll never
Not
call
a
myself a
rapper.
rapper. But what I will say is I like to make music, and sometimes I have to rap to get the idea across. You know what I mean? I wouldn't justify saying I'm a rapper because it's not true, and I definitely don't battle rap. I have a hard time criticizing someone's character because I'm so focused on my own.
Shit! Wow, that was amazing.
I'm so focused on my own fucking character
Wow.
that I could never sit there and criticize another person's character.
Word.
You know what I mean? But I know that that's part of the culture.
It is.
Yeah.
It's as important as fucking beats and
But
breaking and
I like the whole idea of like, you know, my rhyming skills got you climbing hills, you know, like shit like that, you know, like any. I can't tell you how many flows I have memorized.
Yes!
you
I
did.
finally got one!
Oh, hold on, let's celebrate this.
Woo!
He was truly aiming for that level of success.
I was actually sweating that game. Yes! Oh my
You got
goodness.
tired of not seeing yourself up there.
Palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Oh my god, tell me about it.
And he did it with Yoshi, a character you haven't played with
The
today. yet.
yellow Yoshi.
I actually like Yoshi. He has a lot of good moves.
Oh man, so don't sleep on Yoshi, y'all.
Don't sleep on Yoshi. Tell me I'm fighting someone new though. Oh, you see those stats, baby? Yeah. Finally, I've given more damage than I've taken.
Yeah,
Wow.
man. Yo, okay.
That's crazy.
I'm gloating. Yes. This is my first time. Sorry.
No. This is good.
Hey, the
man.
first time is always the most special one.
damage recovered.
It wasn't as fast as the real first time, but it lasted pretty long.
It wasn't as fast as my real first time.
So
Hey.
how are we going to be able to show these games like so that people can get hip to like what's happening when like we put it on YouTube or whatever?
I don't know. We'll
I pressed a button that said taking screenshot. I'm sure there's a way to
record it.
the screenshot.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then we just got to figure out. I'm pretty sure we can. There's like an adapter I could buy that I could plug into the HDMI that will record it that connects to the computer and
Or something to
has
the
a feed,
TV,
yeah.
so you don't do it based on console.
that too. That
Yeah.
too.
You know what I mean? Like I think it's called the OBB.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
called
yeah.
.obb, and it has to do with like live streaming and shit to like whatever
Okay.
platform.
Okay. Yeah, we'll look into that. I'll look into
that
that.
actually sounds like it might be easy.
Yeah, it might be. We don't know.
Yeah,
but,
man.
But we'll be able to. There was no new challenger. That sucks.
I know.
There hasn't been one
Speaking
for
of-
a while.
So there hasn't actually. You're right. Ever since I lost to Martha,
Yeah, that dude looked cool though. It looked like Pitt.
he did look tight. Yeah, he looked like no. I thought it was Ike because they're both from the Fire Emblem series. I don't know if you guys remember the Fire
I
Emblem.
thought it was a level 72 paladin
Fuck you, Phil.
from the world of Mordor. Well, I'm just
Hey,
mixing
is
shit
Luigi in this game?
up. It's got to be. He's an unlockable character.
Is he?
Yes.
Because Mario's basic as fuck. Everybody knows Luigi was the dude that was slept on.
True.
He was taller. You know what I mean? So, you know the ladies love the taller dudes. So, Mario, ousted him in a legal contract. and
Taller,
that's-
better looking.
That's actually a really good point. He was taller.
You know what I mean?
It's just maybe like what happened is the princess saw Mario first, and then they were already together.
Oh,
So
man.
it's awkward, you know. You couldn't
Yeah.
So she saw
your
the
friend?
better looking brother. She
Yeah.
was like, fuck.
You know what, though?
Okay.
Real
Wait.
talk.
just be like, Mario's short and fat. Come on, think about it.
Real talk, though, like, I've seen the way women look at tall men. They don't even have to be good looking. Just because they're tall,
I hate that.
they're automatically attracted. And I think that's attached to the biology of women. I didn't know that women can be turned on literally by a man's genetics, like their smell. There's a smell, that enough chromosomes removed from your own bloodline that automatically makes them attractive to you, like as women to man. Isn't that crazy? And now you add tall to that.
Deadly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Vicious.
not fair, man, because I'm not tall, but I'm handsome as fuck, so it's a problem.
Let us figure out that smell, and we got you, ladies.
Well, they're like, that's what, like, fair. Oh, damn, I just killed myself. Oh, I made it. Damn, Fox goes hard, bro. I don't know what else to say. Fox is a beast.
He's got
Okay.
pimp slapped off the edge.
What is going on here?
What is this? What malarkey is this? Oh, there's a painter dude at the top.
Oh man.
That's what it is. He's fucking with us.
Not with me.
Oh, it's because that's your character, Joe.
my mans. That's my mans,
you
you know.
unlocked him. And shit.
Hey.
All right, Joe. That's it. You need to get taken care of.
Oh. Oh.
You don't want me to do my
Hey.
special powers because I have been able to unlock it. I'm gonna figure that shit out right now. Especially because my damage is high, so I should technically be able to do something.
Got you. Oh, damn it.
Oh shit! There it is.
Have you figured it out yet?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh, the whole squad. We
got the
dumping on
squad
them.
in
We
here.
dumping on them. Blah blah.
Yo.
I didn't even take a hit on that one. Yay.
I get you for what you did to my friends. We rolled up on you guys.
Jeez. That was nice.
I don't know how I did it though.
You may never know. But I just took you out.
I just
Yeah, you
destroyed
did.
a ledge.
Ooh, we're changing. Oh, God.
Oh shit!
Lava.
Oh, no. No. Damn it, Joe. You did it to yourself.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Ah.
Who was hitting who on that play?
It was okay. Wait, we can't forget we're on
Yeah,
air
no,
to
we're-
entertain people.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
right
enter-
now I'm entertained by smoking all of y'all, but the truth is, the matter of the fact is that I can't keep schooling. I can't just keep teaching the class. I'm talking so much shit right now.
I took him out. Who'd I take out?
I'm just trying to be annoying right now, and it's working.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh, no. Damn it.
Die. Die.
Fuck.
Yes.
I thought I was somebody else.
Oh,
the whole
come
time.
on. How'd you not die on that? There you go.
Yes. Yes. I took both of you out.
No. No.
Oh, I took both of you out on that one.
Damn it.
Money
Okay, who won though? That was so
Money
random.
shot. That's me. That had to be me.
Wow,
Holler at him.
those
Real
eyes see in the future.
Yeah.
Cheating.
I was the fucking Raven. The one. The what is that? The three-eyed Raven.
The three-eyed raven? Is
From
that what you call it,
Game
Joe?
of Thrones?
Yeah.
No, the one-eyed Raven. One-eyed. I can't.
I call
remember.
it the Aztec warrior.
Yeah. Speaking of kink,
Yeah.
what's up?
Uh,
Are we talking sexcapades or?
oh
are we not-
God.
we
Well,
doing that
it's
this
we're,
week?
we haven't touched on anything that isn't any of our business to talk about yet. But it's kind of hard, because
That's what she said.
then you start.
Damn, I whooped y'all this time.
Oh
Jesus.
man. Well, my max launcher speed was at 1,123 kilometers, which I don't know what the fuck that means because I'm American.
Mine was 11:23. What's up? Oh, look at it.
Slow down, y'all. 'cause
Slow
I'm
down.
burning everybody. I don't know why I'm even going that fast.
So I don't have
Sometimes
any
sometimes you have to.
kink sexcapades other than
Oh,
is this
Yo.
like mini link?
Phil, I'm gonna have you do this.
Oh my
Hold
god!
on.
Wait, but I can't
Hey,
play with this.
that's classic. Like,
Oh my
that's
god! Okay,
Dude.
shit, it's hard. Joe, how have you been playing with this?
Past versus
with
future?
skill. Yes, it is.
Dude, you even got gray hair now. No way was it that easy. Oh, okay.
Oh wow, that's like a Ocarina of Time link, or Majora's Mask, no, or Wind Waker. One of those guys. He's one of those links.
Yeah, it's Wind Waker Link. I'm not trying to give him the advantage by changing my platform right now. So far, it's been working.
Oh, of course.
That balloon is so strong.
I know. It just happened to be there at that time. Philly. Oh shit!
The younger
Okay,
you doesn't
so it's
even know
link
these
on
skills.
link.
Wait,
Oh,
this button is stuck, dude.
Don't.
What the fuck, Joe? Your button's stuck.
Hey, don't hate on my button.
Yo, the button's legit stuck, dude.
You're stuck.
Oh my god.
You got this, Phil. You got. Hey, there it is. Boom.
Damn. Okay.
I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do it.
So I'll remind you
Young
guys
Link.
of the stats. We have now 4 wins.
Okay, so your buttons
Too
get
lost.
stuck,
Yo,
dude.
I've just accepted it. Yo, I'm not even gonna try to get to the special character.
He's gonna be
I'm
like,
just
he's gonna go home and be like, son,
I got
I
you.
love. He's gonna do that. Oh my
Oh
goodness.
shit.
I can't
Oh
wait.
shit.
Okay, so so there's a lyric that I finally understand from a Maroon 5 song, but I think this problem stems longer than that. Called what does he say? He says, "I tried my best to feed her appetite," right? And then I had a friend named Johnny, like older like Russian Armenian, who I used to work in the jewelry district in downtown, and he would always tell me, "Listen to me, Philip. Nobody knows how deep the pussy is." You know what I mean? And when I think about what he's saying, is like, I don't know about you, but it's a lot of work sometimes. You know what I mean? And then when especially if you're doing entrepreneurial ventures or you're putting in extra hours at the office, and then you got to do that too. Like it's hard. I mean, there might be other dudes manlier than me. Let me put it like that, maybe. But like some days, man, I just can't fucking do it, man.
Why are we talking about manlier? Come on.
No,
Phil.
I know. I mean, I don't have a problem with masculinity. I just know that there's a lot of people out there who would be validated by me saying that. You know what I mean?
I mean, when you think about it too, we're doing all the thrusting.
We're the ones doing all the work here. Give us
much.
a break.
It's not like, and especially when you compare it to like how we, let's say,
We lose life force, right? Like when we do that.
we
True.
You think that us wanting to take a nap is our fault after? It's like God given.
Yo,
He's
there's
like, take a
some-
break.
I already did the work. Give me a break here.
Okay, so I just realized we're in a racetrack and on a moving platform that only adds to the obstacles we face.
Oh, you got lucky.
So lucky.
You got lucky there.
Shit. Okay.
Ah.
So yeah, I don't know. It was just a random thought because I don't know
No,
how
'cause
anybody else is
after
doing
the
it, dude.
first one, I mean, maybe in my younger days, but after the first one, I'm already like, oh, I'm good.
Especially if you go in on one of them, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like if
yeah.
you're like, I mean, I'm talking shoulders, hips, longer strokes, whatever, shallow. I'm like, you're mixing it up.
Shallow house.
You're even like not even guessing what you're about to do just so that you mix it up. Like you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna just rah.
And she enjoys it too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like okay, did you guys ever watch Married with Children?
Oh yes.
Of course.
When Al Bundy was like, "Oh, Peg, do we have to?"
Yeah.
Yo, Peg was bad, man.
She was though. That's
was.
the thing. Like,
That's why it was a good point to show. Don't matter how good looking she is.
Yeah.
No,
No,
man
you're right.
don't want to do it.
You're right. You're right.
why do you think men are wired this way, man? Damn, who ordered the fucking Charizard over here?
Oh shit.
Shit.
Damn it, I
Oh,
died.
I'm way over here. Oh, I died too.
I'm falling too much.
I'm not gonna lie, this level was hard as fuck.
Yeah. At first, you didn't really. They weren't really knocking us out, but now it's like.
I've got something that'll make everybody proud. So far, none of us have died so many times that we ran out of stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we couldn't respawn anymore.
Yeah.
So if
That's
there's
true.
if there's
That's
anything to
true.
be proud of, it's that. But
Oh.
otherwise, I think I won.
Who was Samus? Was it? Oh, fuck you.
I wanted to be proven wrong, but I just assumed.
Please be challenged. Come on.
I don't know how to use
Are we
Samus.
tied
though.
for second? Is that what that's saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess we tied.
Oh, hold on, let me.
Ooh, -1. Okay.
Somebody tried to reach out.
How are we tied?
I don't know how we tied.
That's cool.
Let me
See
just
how it
send a
is. He's like,
message
"That's cool,
really
that's
quick. Recording a podcast.
Man,
Be
damn,
right
that
back.
sucks. Given 355%, taken
I'm still going
307.
really fast.
You are going fast. Let's see how fast I went. I bet it. Oh shit!
That's
I
why we
wasn't
tied.
even remotely close.
I didn't even see my stats.
Max
there it is.
launcher speed though.
Okay, you guys want
okay.
to talk stats? What are you guys looking at?
Max launch speed.
Oh, my shit's whack.
You gotta be. You know, nothing is as fast as the speed of lightning. And I'm Pikachu.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Pikachu was pretty fast. So, do you like Starbucks, Anton?
You know, I don't ever go to Starbucks ever,
Like ever?
ever.
Have you ever been to one though?
I've been in one.
Considering
and like
that.
a fire started, so I ran out real quick. No, it's a joke. I just
Like I know the coffee isn't that good in general, but like, why don't you go to a Starbucks?
when there's so many coffee shops owned in Los Angeles that do the exact same thing as Starbucks, maybe they don't have like a unicorn drink, but they have the same sugary drinks that you want. There's just no real point to go to a Starbucks. If you ever notice,
You're anti-establishment, aren't you?
I mean, not exactly, because I go to McDonald's all the time. But if you notice, Starbucks, like the vicinity of where they were located, used to be West LA, Mid City, downtown,
Sure.
and they're starting to diminish, and they're moving south, where
Lower economic communities are.
exactly. So you know, I don't want to say, you know, when they talk about capitalism, I believe you want to capitalize on someone who is essentially
Yeah,
ignorant.
it's
to
another
it.
tax on the
Yeah.
poor.
Exactly. So that's just how I see Starbucks. Is they're just going to go after someone who doesn't really understand better quality, economics, and just good product. Period. But at the same time, the leading cause of like, you know, colored people for like, you know, death and like is like hypertension and diabetes and, you know,
And
say
shit, coffee will give you that.
exactly, and all the sugar they put into it. So I can't support a company that's just like, hey, buy our product, without being like, it's bad for you. But you know, at the same time, when you go to a specialty coffee shop, they won't put sugar in it at first, and they'll let you put sugar in it.
That's true. That's why it always tastes so like beany, and that's why they choose something that has a nice aroma and it's nice smooth flavor, so that it's optional. So their black coffee would be great.
Exactly. So
I actually think I suffer from hypertension. I once put my arm in one of those things that, you know, that squeezes your arm really fucking hard at like the grocery stores.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like at a CVS. I was like going out with this girl that I'd been trying to like get laid with for years, like high school, when we finally started hanging out, whatever. But one day I just put there and like it said, and then like it gave me my stats and it said equals hypertension. I was like, you know, and then I was like, this is why I don't go to the doctors, because they're gonna find something wrong with me. You know what I mean? But I walked out, and it's true. When I was living in New York, I drank like fucking like 12 cups of coffee a day at one point, man. It was bad.
Wow.
Because I was like in the
Yeah.
marketing industry, and I
Holy
was just like,
shit.
so like I know a lot of marketing information and shit, like.
Right.
And now I do podcasts for a living. You know, I do social media and social media
must have been
advertising.
wired.
So I just be sitting there looking at analytics and stats and like trying to come up with stories and being a data scientist about shit. You know, but yeah, coffee is a fucking thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was more or less like my passion behind it too, is just to educate people on like what you're putting in your body. You know, a lot of times
Health first, huh?
A lot of times people are like, I feel sick. I went to the doctor and I took meds. When in reality, they need to start with what they're actually putting in their body to then fix what they're putting in their body.
Right, not a Band-Aid, but like just move the sharp objects away.
I mean, my father, we were talking about sex. He was the biggest, advice when it came to sex. But he used to always preach, prevent is better than cure. But he meant that with women. But I use that with everything now.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's advice that can be stemming across the ages. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put it in without a condom first, and you won't have any problems.
Exactly.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I'll tell you what, kids.
Some guy that's like, I just always go raw.
Tell you what, I haven't had that problem in a while.
Oh God.
I've been getting it in for a while.
Man. Look
I
at the
have 2 kids
America
to prove
Mario.
it.
Yeah, I'm going that one.
America Mario. Mario.
That's a good one. That was clever.
Marioka.
This is the dude who shows up to the Trump show. Like, this is
It's
what he's
me.
Yeah.
Trump is voting and working for me. No, he's not, Mario. He's the reason your plumbing business is losing. What?
You get all your parts from China. Don't lie.
But it's a Trump.
Sorry about
Oh, we're at the Donkey Kong level, dude. And you chose Did you choose this level?
Nah, I chose random.
That's crazy.
Oh,
And it chose
no.
Donkey Kong?
Oh, what the hell? Whoa, no, Abra, you son of a bitch.
Abracadabra,
He
bitches.
fucking teleported me. He teleported me, that asshole.
That's
Look,
awesome. That's
he's
some-
fucking teleporting. No. Oh, wow, that barrel just saved the shit out of me.
So what people don't know is that this game is mighty exciting, and it's easy to get your ass handed to you, and at the same time hand that ass back. So
It really is.
it's easy to get carried away.
Oh, shit.
But I think we've touched on some pretty interesting points so far, man.
Yeah.
we might have to play Excalibur. I mean,
Oh, Soul Calibur.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. Let's do that before we hop off this. Oh, no, I missed it. Gosh.
Also,
Gosh
nobody can
darn.
fuck with me if I'm using pits right now. Just letting you know. I got like angel wings and shit, you know. It's like, I'm badass. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn it. I am not good with Donkey
what
Kong.
is going on here?
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Oh
I
no,
hate
he
you.
did it again.
What is going on?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, shit.
Ah.
No.
Damn, I still died anyways.
jeez
You guys got
Louise.
me. So in this level, there's an item you can use that eventually creates what's like this little painter dude, kind of like Bob Ross, and he starts to just paint shit that blocks your view of your own usable character. And so then that's when you take full advantage. It's like a fucking smoke bomb, basically. You know what I mean?
Jeez, I am
I actually had a full conversation with a friend of mine this week about Bob Ross.
Really?
I'll mention his age. He's 25. He just turned 25.
Oh, so he doesn't know who Bob Ross is.
Well, not only does he not know who Bob Ross is, but he sends me a link of Bob Ross. And he's like, dude, check this guy out. And I'm like, oh,
Like
yeah,
you just
cool.
discovered him, right?
Yeah, just discovered him. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool. Bob Ross. He's like, this guy is amazing. He's like, dude, you need to watch his YouTube videos. I'm like, the dude from CBS?
You mean like from 30 years ago?
So, we go from text messages like rapid fire to blank. I'm like, oh, he hasn't texted me in a while. He finally texts me back. He's like, my bad, dude. I just found out who Bob Ross actually is. My bad. I thought he was this like homeless dude in Venice Beach just drawing and making YouTube videos. I was
That's the age, man.
That's the perspective
so
of people
old.
today, dude.
yeah. I was like, just because you find it on YouTube first, man,
Doesn't
don't
mean that's where it started.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
But I then was like, but I'm glad you found Bob Ross, and now you realize why this world is so messed up, because we had Bob Ross and you guys didn't.
That's true, dude.
He made us be better
Yeah.
people.
Dude.
Back to our good people. If you didn't see
Designed
Bob
her,
Ross, if you saw Bob Ross, you're a good person automatically right there.
Yeah.
You have
He
some
just
spirit
made
in
you want, like Mr. Rogers. These men just made you want to be nice, like good people. They really did. I was watching. Did you guys get a chance to see "Won't You Be My Neighbor"?
Dude, I've been meaning to.
Mr. Rogers documentary.
Oh, I haven't.
Holy shit, man! Oh,
Am I
get it.
battling them?
Yeah,
Shit.
Pitt. You were Pitt.
Who's this? A Wii Fit trainer?
The Wii Fit trainer.
Come
Yeah.
on,
my
dude.
God.
Are
So-
you serious?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
She's gonna whip that ass though. Watch with her yoga moves.
Nah, dude, I'm using Pit, so.
Oh yeah, she's got her chakras in aligned. So
So she's been doing full vegan, and she's feeling great. And also, she's been trying this new asana yoga thing, where it's like hot yoga, but not as hot as usually. And so
not as hot as usually.
So it's like I don't know. And also this guy's been weird, and I've been
Whatever.
this guy's been weird, and I've been weird, and it was weird, and so we were just like, why are you being weird? He's like, I'm sorry for being weird. And then so like now we're back together, and I'm getting my Reiki certification. So okay, I gotta stop fucking around before I get my ass beat.
Oh!
That's what I get for talking shit.
Yoga.
5-1. Beaten by some motherfucking yoga.
That's what I get for talking shit. I got distracted.
So I got something I might have figured out. I think I
Alright.
figured out how to make the video. The button on here, if you hold it, it does a video. If you tap it, it takes a picture.
Oh.
Ah.
So
Video
obviously-
cannot be captured for this software. Oh. I know the PlayStation. You could do you could record through your Twitch account.
Okay.
But you can't. Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that.
So this is normal, Battlefield, and Omega. What does this mean? Like the style?
Oh yeah.
What is that?
Let's try Omega. That shit sounded crazy.
Oh, like the final section of the stage?
Oh, so it randomizes it based on the types of levels there are.
No, okay, because this thing. Okay, so there's
So that first symbol
Normal.
is the standard, the X, the one that says X right there.
you're controlling it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that Midgar?
Yeah.
Wait,
What? No, go all the way to the right.
that's fucking.
They're gonna have final.
Midgar.
So okay, so you asked me earlier what my favorite game of all time is. Final Fantasy VII.
Okay. Is that?
That's
Yeah,
it?
that's what it's
Yeah.
based on.
7. Wow, that's dope.
Well, let's see what else they got. Punch Out.
Holy
Fit.
shikes! So
Game
now
and Watch, the classic Game and Watch. Wow.
So there's plenty of updates that just happened that have blown my mind.
Oh,
What's
dang,
going on?
Nintendo.
Talk
Oh, okay,
about
hold
it.
on. So I just got a text from Andrew, and he said when we went to Sushi Ippo, the sushi that we ordered, did it have chicken? I don't remember Sushi Ippo, but maybe you do.
You and I went to Sushi Ippo.
I just don't know what he's talking about, but he wants to know if it had chicken.
I don't think it did.
Is he
No?
allergic to chicken?
Oh, like if they had chicken as an option?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They have chicken on that menu. Have you ever been to Ippo?
I haven't. Where's that?
Okay, it's on it's right across the street from the Wiltern, right down Western and Wilshire.
At? Yeah.
Okay, it's right. It's all you can eat sushi. You pay $30 and you get anything that's on the menu.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's-
Sushi is normally above $30.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, and the way they do it is all you can eat, but you do it in rounds. So you do your first round, you pick whatever you want. If you finish that, you get your second round and your third round.
Oh,
that way,
now I
that
remember.
way you don't really go over what you think you can do. Because if you don't finish your sushi or your food, they charge you a little extra fee for not finishing it.
How much can you get per round?
As much as you want, but you have to be able to finish it,
Oh.
which is it's still pretty dope.
Yeah.
Because you could get.
Have you ever not finished?
No, I finished.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll usually go in like groups. It'll be
Oh.
like 5, 6 of us. So yeah, I mean, and again, there's no limit on how much you can get per round. Like get as much as you can. That's why you kind of want to.
This sounds deadly.
It is, but
It's
and
easy
then
to
they
get
have
carried
specials.
away.
Yeah,
Dude, they
yeah, I
have
would probably order
specials
everything.
with your drink. Like you get like
All I can eat? Are you sure, or all you think you can afford to give me
Yeah.
while I eat?
dude, it gets serious.
Yeah, I don't go to sushi that much. My wife, she's Japanese, but she doesn't eat sushi.
Really
Yeah,
nice.
it's kind of interesting.
You know what? I was
It's
gonna
kinda
say something. How do you feel about that whole thing where it's like you're used to eating a certain way when you're solo, but then you get with someone and they're like, oh, I don't really like that,
Oh yeah.
and then you're like, oh, so then you just completely avoid it every time you're together. But if you're together all the time,
Well, I'll be honest with you. My wife and I eat completely different types of food. She loves spicy. I don't. She
Right.
doesn't like sushi, and I do. So normally, when it comes to what I want to go eat or I'm choosing to go eat, I really don't even care about her. I'm just like, you better find something on the menu.
It out.
Yeah.
There better be something on this menu for you.
But at the same time, that happens to me too, where we go to a place and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to find something on this menu. So I agree with
It's
you.
a compromise.
Like, it's like a whole relationship is all about compromise. But
It
at the
is.
same time, and sometimes the compromise is on your side, so you're just like, fuck yeah, you got middle fingers in the air and you don't care. You have to not care in a sense.
No, that honestly, like I'm not very picky with my food. The only thing I don't do is beef or pork, right? I don't eat beef or pork, so I'm pretty open to anything else. But Sonia, she's not incredibly picky, but there are just certain things that she won't fuck with. And even she'll do like I'm trying it, but nah.
She's probably giving you side eye right now. You
I
don't
know.
it.
She's like, really, huh? Okay, you just gonna air me out like that?
Picky, huh? See how picky I am in a
this
second.
is the Castlevania stage.
Ah.
This is this is Castlevania. This is where you fight Dracula.
Ooh,
actually.
Kirby's taking out the trash. It's a good thing I'm not trash. Merry Christmas, you filthy. Oh,
Hey, whoa.
shit.
Oh, something's hitting me. I didn't even know that star was still on. Who's the star?
Well,
Hey, who did I take out?
damn. What the hell
Wow.
just happened?
Oh shit. Oh damn. What is going on?
Oh, there's like a little like level thing where the fire just attacks.
Oh,
Okay.
How do you hit me?
So I really, really think that we're gonna have to
Oh.
get like a Twitch.
Hey.
So okay. Oh, you're right. So if we do live stream this on Twitch,
Hey, that's the what's his name?
what was that?
Oh shit.
If we do live stream this on Twitch,
Yeah.
then technically we won't get in trouble because Twitch is all about video games, anyways.
Yeah.
And the platform, let's be honest, is pretty legit. So we should
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
highly consider it. Oh, Bomberman! What?
Hey. Oh shit.
You know what? They should have made him a playable character. If I'm keeping it real.
Who's to say he isn't?
Oh, that would be sick. I don't know about you, but I remember fucking around with Bomberman.
Oh, wow.
Shit.
You used to have Bomberman.
Yeah, that
You
was.
had a
Oh.
Bomberman 64.
I
didn't
think I think you were about to do a special, dude.
Not me.
Okay, how did I do it last time? I did like something like this, some kind of 2-button thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then the worst part is that there's sometimes where we can't really go to specific places that I want because my son is picky as shit. He won't
shit.
eat anything. You could count on your hand how many things my son can eat.
Dang.
Yeah, like legit, he'll have like steamed rice, couple different fruits. What happened here? Oh,
Damn, Kirby took out the trash.
that's true.
I mean, it's true though. Kirby always takes out the trash.
He did.
I hope you get a battler right now,
I
I hope
know.
so too, because
just to truly give you the honor.
I don't think it's gonna happen now.
Here we go.
So there's a moral based story that talks about, and you may remember a Simpsons episode where Homer became part of like the Shriners, which is like they call them the Stonecutters.
Yep.
So there's a legit something called the Shriners, which is a subsidiary of Freemasonry. But Stonecutters, same thing.
Yeah.
And they opened up a children's hospital here in Los Feliz that's free for all kids, no matter
Really?
what. Yeah, if your kid is ever sick, free help. Like our dues as Masons goes to pay for that.
That's crazy.
And if you become a third degree, if you pass away, like part of the dues go to help your widow.
Oh,
So there's beautiful things to it. You know what I
What's
mean?
the dues cost?
Well, it depends on what lodge you're from. I'm from the Culver City one, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't been there in a very long time, so I'm a very bad Mason.
Dang.
by that stretch of the imagination.
Do you have a family creed?
As a lodge?
Yeah.
No, it's the thing is it's all universal. Like it's all the same thing. Like every lodge is supposed to be the same.
Okay.
But the reason I bring it up is because there's a story that talks about like a man who achieves one level and then he's given a bigger stone to push across, right? Like Homer, remember when he wins the award of like they're like remove the chain of shame and give him the chain of glory or whatever, and it's like a bigger rock and it's
Oh,
harder
yeah.
to push up the hill.
Yeah.
But there's a story that says the man that has to push the shit up the hill is actually the happiest one because he already knows what he needs to do and where it needs to go.
Damn, that's hard to
Dang.
that'd be hard for me to accept.
You know what I mean?
If I see I'm doing all the work and everybody's just chilling, I'd be like, nah, fuck that.
No, I mean, each man has his stone, but the ones that don't have the stones, they're unhappy because they're unfulfilled and their life is full
They don't
of
have
no
nothing to
purpose
do.
whatsoever. But when your purpose is clear, your
That's
objective
true.
is clear, and your work is clear cut out for you, straight path and narrow, and, that's just what it is, there's supposed to be some solace in that. And, if you think about some of the things that we do the most habitual in our lives, really do bring us a sense of solace, whether that's playing a video game, drinking a cup of coffee. It's when your routine gets broken up that suddenly you're like, all right, hold on, what the fuck? I do this all the time and now I can't do it. You start to lose your mind.
Yeah.
There's something about structure that humans innately love. And I don't know about you, but
I'm happy with that.
yeah, where else in our lives do you think we're lacking the structure that where we could? That's I think something that we don't I needed all my life in general.
Oh shit.
Because I don't always have structure, but there's something that's why some people will never leave certain jobs even though they may have better opportunities out there, just because the structure's there. They know the people, they don't have to learn new people, they don't have to you know what I mean? There's
Right.
all these uncertainties, and it's just crazy to me because there's benefits to that, but then there's also drawbacks because then you
There
never
are.
do meet new people. You never do, you know what I mean? I guess what
It
I'm
also
trying to
depends
say
on-
is,
it depends
how do you
on-
feel about it?
No, it depends. I think it also depends on what type of work you do, because you can't say that you never meet new people.
Right, if the nature of your work
if the
is
nature of
such.
your work is to actually meet new people, like if you're in networking or if you're in events, if you're a roaster, you're gonna meet a shitload of new people all the time.
Yeah.
But as opposed to being in an office having an insurance job or a pencil pusher. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what what you actually do. That's
Right.
that's what I think. Because I know I meet new people all the fucking time.
So
How's your
Wait,
game
was
going?
that you? Or
We
is
scored a
that-
touchdown.
No, that's me. That's
Oh,
me. Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah. What's the score?
16-9. We up, but they're driving. So,
Ooh. It's anybody's game in there.
as much as I got money bets on this, the worst bet that I'm afraid of is I have to go to Amazon, buy an opposite team shirt, and post it on Instagram.
Oh wow.
Why does that one hurt me
They're just,
so
They're
much?
just trying to rub it
That's
in.
the more embarrassing one. That one hits the ego.
It does. Yeah, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. I would cry if I met certain players. But there was once a time where Emmitt Smith was walking, and he was walking across
Number
the street.
22.
And I saw him from across the street, and I yell out, "Emmett!" And he turns over and he says, "You the man."
Oh, yo.
I felt like a girl gave me a number right there. I was like, "Got it."
You're like, I am. I am the man.
I knew it.
I knew it. Emmett.
I felt like he even said my name too, like, "You the man, Antone."
you started imagining extra shit.
It's like the time I met Jean-Claude Van Damme. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yo. He gave me that little kick in the shoulder. I was like, Jean-Claude Van Damme, can you do the kick? He's like, and then he did the little kick. You know the one where he stays
stands. He's
standing.
like,
and he kicks, right?
yeah.
Wait, did he actually do this?
Yeah, he did it.
Okay.
And he tapped me on the shoulder, and then I was like, "Oh, can you sign this?" And he's like, "I'm back." This was like 2000. This was like 2000.
I
Hey, good
feel
job,
I
Flippy.
feel that listeners don't understand the severity of who Jean-Claude Van
Yo.
Damme is.
Oh.
Jean-Claude
And
Van
who he
Damme,
was.
Yeah. Who he is now is a caricature of who he was. It
That's
really
true.
is.
That's true. Yeah.
Like you remember, like now
More than
you see
Chuck
Jean-Claude
Norris.
Van Damme, you're like, yeah,
More
man,
than
that-
Steven Seagal.
yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was Jean-Claude Van.
We let him get away with playing an American, even though he clearly has a French
He
accent.
can't even speak English.
My name is Frank Dukes,
My
and
name
I'm an
is
American
Frank
soldier. You know,
He was lying hard, god damn it.
dude, blood sport. You
I
know,
know.
kickboxer.
Like
you know,
he was our childhood. For a lot of us, we saw him and that was the man.
No one I know can take dirt in the eye and still fight as well as that man.
Yo, I watched Time Cop in the theater, rated R, with the nude scenes when I was like 11 years old, 12 years old. And it was the most tantalizing thing ever. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude, that's back then when you couldn't go on Pornhub.
This is the thing, though. We went and watched it with my mom's best friend.
Oh,
Her name is-
wow. That
I'm
must
not
have been
gonna say her name.
Awkward, yeah.
No. But
They're like,
the awkward part was that she was bad. She was bad.
Did she hold your hand?
No, she didn't hold her hand, but I was like, "Oh my God, I fantasize about this woman." And here I am watching a movie with nudity.
Okay,
Imagine that to a 12-year-old boy.
Okay.
That does a lot.
So now I have a story that I haven't thought about in years.
Okay.
So I went to like 18 different middle schools. Long story, but one of them was in this part of San Antonio. I shouldn't give any more details. But I remember I had come across my uncle's like aftershave Brute, right? The green one, and I see that he would wear it. And I'm like, what is this? Right? I couldn't shave yet. I was like 11, 12, right? Tops. And I started wearing it, but like I was really wearing that shit.
You did wear Brute for a while.
Yeah, dude.
I remember like Brute was like a thing that you were doing.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Because it's manly, right?
Yeah.
So
there's
a story behind it, right? So I'm rocking this shit and like heavy. Like I'm like I took a shower in this shit, right? I didn't know. I was like, damn, this must work for the ladies. And so I had this teacher, man, you know what? She's never gonna hear this. Miss Catalani, dude. She was like, she looked like Reese Witherspoon, I guess, but she was like my English teacher. But she was like young, but she would wear these tight blue jeans, and she's a Texas girl, like so it was bad, right? I was like, ooh, she had the booty, everything.
Hey,
This is a teacher, okay.
Yeah. So one day I'm like at my locker, which is right outside of her class. I don't know how that happened, and before class ended, she was like, do any of you smell that? And I'm thinking like, oh man, maybe it's too much. You know what I mean? And then, whatever, the class leaves, and then she's, as I'm the last one to leave, just by chance, she's like, Philip, could you stay for a second? And I was like, okay. And so in my mind, I thought I got in trouble because I was making the class smell. And she's like, you smell really, really nice, Philip. I just thought I should share that with you. And I was like, what? Like in my head, I didn't know what was going down, right?
Okay.
But I gotta say, it's a shame that literally the next day, for some reason, my mom came over and like I had to get pulled out of school because we were moving to some other place in Texas. But do you know the trauma that caused me because of how close I was to my dream?
I had this in the bag, Mom.
You were about to get a teacher arrested.
Dude, to this day, she's the one that got away.
He was in
she
the
was
bag.
so bad,
man.
dude. Like I can still picture her at the chalkboard, turning around, giving me a smile, with me handing her an apple. You know what I mean? I'm enamored, man. And the tragedy that occurred is Romeo and Juliet, bro. I mean, I'm just gotta tell you guys, like, I was ready with my Brute aftershave and everything, man.
Yes, I won this one.
The damn thing was I hadn't really done much with girls at all at that point because I was a late bloomer, mostly because of like how much I was moving around and lack of social skills. But, dude.
But now you got the social skills damn packed.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's an overcompensation.
Yo,
if we
I
really observed
destroyed y'all. 0 falls.
it. Yeah.
I bodied y'all.
I had 0 falls too.
Can I get a challenge? Ah, no challenge.
This game clearly favors one.
Shut up.
I know, actually, you did get a challenge. He got one challenge once, right?
No, I got a
got
couple
two.
challenges.
He
Right?
He lost both.
You guys
No,
ever have
it was
any?
3. I got 3.
yeah,
2
you
of
got
them I
one.
lost,
You
and
got
then I
one.
gave him
That's
one.
right.
You guys ever have any experiences with any teachers?
Teachers like that? I can't say.
Like something where you were just like, was that a signal? Because it's a recurring theme. Like as I started getting into high school and all that too, it was like, I think.
I actually never had a teacher that I ever thought looked good.
Damn.
And I when I see these kids getting locked up or these teachers getting locked up nowadays, I'm always like,
who these kids, right?
I'm like, hold up. All my teachers were old hags. Like, I had.
You're like, where are these young teachers coming from?
Yeah, I had one substitute teacher who was like, our teacher passed away, and she took over mid-season.
Mm-hmm.
This is a true story. Midway through class, someone saw the movie Jerry Springer Ringmaster, and the teacher was in the movie.
No.
And in the movie, she's in the elevator and turns around, pulls her butt out, and Jerry smacks her ass. So, midway through class, we taking her serious. And someone's like, raises her hands like, hey, don't I know you? Like, weren't you in Jerry Springer Ringmaster? And obviously, every kid's seen it and was like, oh my God, that was you getting your ass slapped. So that was the only time that I ever
had like that kind of experience.
And then later on in the years, I worked at this like bake shop, and she came in, and I was like, I know this bitch. And I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna look, And then she's like, Antone? I'm like, damn right. She's like, you grew up to be very handsome. And like, that day we were talking, we exchanged Instagram, and we were DMing each other for a little bit, but just to say it fizzled out.
Yeah.
But that was the closest that I got to a teacher, in my opinion.
I mean, it's almost like an objective. Like it has to be done at that point.
Man,
Exactly.
I never got any of those.
No?
No, I don't think I was. No, I didn't. No. But let's just. No, I'm not gonna. No. Because we all went to the same high school.
Oh, that's true.
So
I want to know now. I want to know.
no, we can't.
I
can't.
wanna know.
Okay.
I want to know
I'm gonna
what
say this.
turns you
I'm
on.
gonna say this.
With the snapping. And,
Okay, I'm gonna say this with the.
You can omit the name.
Let's just say that there was a dance teacher
Okay, keep going.
Oh yeah.
that maybe most of the guys in high school.
Oh, that's right. Because a lot of people who went to uni are going to be listening to this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was a dance teacher at our high school
She's a private
who
dancer.
was,
Dancing for
very
money.
provocative.
I think I know who you're talking about.
All of us are shaking our head because I think we understand the
I'm
sentiment.
not going to say any more than that, but
You
yeah,
don't
there
need
was
to.
some. I know I was in dance class for one reason only.
Yeah, I was the only guy in my dance class when I went to dance class out in uni, and it was working for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But then one day, we're like walking out because we're going to do this exercise outside, and the girls started getting aggressive. Like, one of them tried to kick me in the balls and like was like, "You've got to make a choice" type shit, and like it was
A choice for what? What are we talking about?
I was
here?
like, what? I wasn't even trying to hit on them because I knew how crazy like the times were changing. Like it wasn't like I was.
Were
like,
they really changing at that period yet?
I think it was like, what was that? 2000. Oh shit.
This is a dope stage.
I'm kind of like struck by the sky. It's so beautiful. I can't even speak right
No,
now.
what I'm saying is I can't say that the times.
Well, they were changing for me. The tides were changing for me.
Okay.
Because I guess I had been there so long, and I'm kind of a flirt, but like unknowingly. Like I guess I'm really nice, and a lot of them mistake that for me, like being like, I choose you. You know what I mean? And so
It was like a Pikachu like type thing.
yeah, you know what I mean. And then when they found out that I wasn't really choosing anyone, I was just kind of doing my thing. They started getting aggressive and like being mean and like.
Oh really?
I was like, damn, should I tell the teacher? And I was like, what the fuck is the teacher gonna care?
Yeah.
That they're trying to kick me in the balls and this and that. They're gonna be like, well, what did you do? Right? I mean, that's just what it is. And I did nothing. I never once told I don't think to this day I've ever told a girl that I loved her and I didn't mean it.
Oh really?
Yeah. He just said, "Oh, really?"
I mean,
He did.
I'm just gonna say that I wasn't really forthright with some ladies, and
the way you
whatever
said
it
that,
took sometimes.
it's the way you said that really made the moment. You know what I mean? I just blew a box up. Oh shit!
Ah, damn it.
But yeah, man, I've never done that. And so it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, I can honestly say that there might have been once or not twice, definitely not twice, but that I said I love you to somebody just to get the business.
I agree. I've done a few myself.
Yeah, I mean,
I was just always afraid of the repercussions of that. Like, fuck.
yo, but I've actually had like people tell me that they don't want to bring their their lady lovers around me because of my flirtatious nature. I'm like, yo, you really think I'd especially if it's like a friend.
Okay,
like,
yeah, I've had the same thing told, like
do you
from
really
a
think
friend.
I'd like holler at your lady? Like, I don't know.
Well,
I mean-
I will make a comment on something we were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
None of us are very tall in here.
Yeah,
So we had to work with what we got.
That's
true.
So
That's true.
don't let those tall people intimidate you, man.
Yeah, looks.
That's true.
I mean, we can have the looks, but the height is.
It's a
I
default.
would
Like
say-
they don't even have to try.
I would say the
That's
height
why
is-
they're so lame.
I would say height is like 25% of it. You automatically get a 25%
You know, I grew up in the
boost.
streets. I had to give my character right. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I almost think that being tall is a disadvantage in a world that gives you that. Oh shit, who's this? Oh,
Zero-
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
Okay, I got to beat his ass.
That's
All right,
you?
guys, you guys gonna have to take over the podcast for a
Yo,
second
he's
while
gonna
I beat
focus
his
on
ass
this one.
because I really want Captain Falcon.
Wow, Captain Falcon.
Fuck, he's
Ooh,
already
just-
beating my ass.
Just kicked you in the forehead. All right. This is a kick battle right now.
Yeah,
Kirby's in the lead. Oh, he's falling, and he might be. Oh, wait. Luckily,
In the game. Oh, no.
luckily he landed on the 4 or 5. He kept going.
Luckily.
Oh no! He fucking beat my ass.
Wow.
Damn.
I got so hyped that I wasn't playing right.
Damn. That was a.
That was
The,
brutal.
the challenge why I was staying in the air though was because if he just punches you once, that's it.
Yeah.
He knocks you out of the screen.
That's not fair. It wasn't fair at all.
That's why I wanted him though. He's literally one of the best. Fuck, I'm genuinely disappointed right now.
So that's 5-2 now, or what's
that-
that? That's 5-2.
That
I'm
is-
trying to hide my disappointment right now. You know that feeling where your energy was up and then it's like a curtain is dropping to the floor?
He's like, why even try anymore?
That's how I'm feeling right now.
How the Cowboys doing? Let's get an update on that.
We scored a touchdown. We up by a touchdown, and the Eagles got the ball and tried to drive back down the field. There is 2.5 minutes left
In the fourth.
in the fourth quarter.
I have no idea what that means.
Don't worry, man. I spit off some random facts right there.
Hey, random ass facts.
Random facts. That was kind of hot. Actually.
So what are these medals here that we have going on?
Yeah, I was wondering the same because I only have 25 and you guys are in the 40s.
Yeah.
We in the 40s.
40s.
I don't know, man. I think it's number of wins.
Okay.
No, it can't be it. We haven't played that much.
That's true.
That's a lot of fucking wins. Maybe it's number of KOs.
That's possible.
Could be number of KOs. Huh?
That's very possible.
Where we at?
So I guess we could take it a different point before we go. One of the talking points I wrote, so how do you guys deal with obstacles that come your way unexpectedly in life, like especially when they're financial and you know that wasn't a thing you had? Because this is something that I think everyone in LA especially deals with. Let's say your car gets towed and that was the last thing you needed to happen. Like, what's the positive response to that? Because it's really hard to be like happy that your car was towed.
It could be a real breaking point,
I mean,
especially for a lot of people. Yeah.
I feel like that just happened to me a week
Oh
ago.
man,
And-
me too, literally.
And I feel sometimes you got to think outside the box. Like you need to figure out something that you've never done before, and sometimes it could be a loophole that don't even exist as a option, but you figured out on your own. And now you leveled up as a character. You're like,
I like the way you look at
I
that.
like that. Yo, didn't we? Weren't we talking? I could swear we were talking about that not long ago about leveling up and just
Yeah.
treating your life like an RPG.
I was going to bring
Yeah.
it up when we were
Yeah.
talking about stats, actually. This exact conversation we're about to have.
yeah. I mean, if sometimes, it's like you unlock that random door that has that secret whatever in there, and you keep it forever. And when you meet someone new, you can hand it off to them.
Right.
That's exactly how video games is,
That's true.
Facts.
That's true.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that. I fuck with that idea. And I think there was I want to say that we had found like an app or something.
Yeah, there was
that
an
treated
app.
your life like an RPG. Like you can map out your life
what
to
you
help
want
you. It was like an organizer.
Stats. Yeah.
It was like an organizer
It was like
that
a
helped you
Trello.
build your stats.
It was like a Trello that you could add stat points, but you had to go in and record the updates.
Oh, still pretty
Hey,
sick.
this is it. This is a wrap. I got y'all. What's up? Got you. What's up? What's up? Oh, you were. I saw what you were doing, Phil.
I mean, I still got hit, but and you know what? iPhones kind of already do that with like the health and sleep monitors and shit like that, but they don't do that with like, because you know it's not an all-in-one, so they don't watch your spending for you. So you need several apps. But we are in an age where we can measure our work, our efforts.
Doesn't China, aren't they developing like a? They're developing like a social status.
Oh yeah, they already do
based,
that, don't they?
Yeah, right. They based on there's like a social point system that they're developing.
Really?
Yeah.
Leave it to a communist country, right? Are they communist?
Yeah, I believe they are.
I think so too.
Right?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
you-
did I just do a super?
You did. You did a
I-
superpower.
Did-
No. Oh,
Damn,
wow.
Hadouken. Oh, I died too.
Well
I'll take
done.
2 with that. Thank you.
Damn, how'd you
That's
do
the
your
first
superpower?
ever. I don't know what I did. I pressed like 3 buttons at the same time.
Yeah, me too. That's how I was doing it, but I'm trying to figure out the actual configuration.
Ooh,
Wow.
I was about to.
Did I win that?
So,
Yes. I
so it's
won.
kind of like the Black Mirror thing, huh? That one episode of Black Mirror, which I don't know if I've told you this, but the reason they call it Black Mirror is because when you look at your phone when it's off,
Yeah.
if you look at your phone when it's off, it's a black mirror.
What connection is that?
See,
A C?
I died.
I just died in your
I need this game.
arms. How have they not used that song in a phone that doesn't charge well as like to try to prove a competitor's whack?
True.
I just died in your arms tonight. Like they could have easily.
I'm surprised it's like not like something that is like a hold a phone case type of thing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
could easily.
So back to go back, we kind of went off on a tangent here, but to go back as far as trying to deal with something, I guess it really depends on the person, and
That's where like your character is truly tested.
yeah, absolutely, I think so. I know that there were a lot of times in my life before I got the job that I currently have, and before
Your perspective
even
and
before
everything you
even,
have.
even before I got with Sonia, like I was really on a path where it's like every fucking month you had to figure out what the fuck you were gonna do. So a lot of times it was definitely tested, and it's like you said, you just got to treat it like a game and just find your cheat code, figure it out, and then use that every time. It sounds like something keeps falling or something,
That's
right?
something, right? It wasn't just me.
There might be somebody working on the roof of the office here or something.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Or like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand
And
that.
it really just depends on the person, and will is a very tough thing.
Like willpower.
Yeah, your willpower to just overcome shit. It's a very very tricky thing. Some people, can do it better than others, but
So it's one of those nature versus nurture things
yeah,
again.
it's
Because it takes willpower to develop willpower.
it does. It really does.
That's a good point.
It does. That's a very great observation.
I would say one of those situations where like you unexpectedly something hits you is like having a kid, which
Oh yeah, that one
Oh,
makes it.
Mine were planned.
Okay.
So that was actually something that we actually, that was the goal. And let me tell you, that shit was not easy.
planning it.
And my penis, it took a beating. It definitely took a beating.
Okay.
It was one of those
Making
situations-
the kid
if
was
you-
harder than.
If you don't mind me asking, you
Uh-huh.
know, because this is something my wife talks about. How long from the day you were like, we're trying, to the day it was like, we got it?
Okay, I'll tell you, for our first, our son Gavin, it took us maybe 6 months
Dang.
to actually make it happen. It took us about
Wow.
6 months.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, to we would try, nothing was happening. I'm gonna be open here because it shouldn't be something that's taboo, but there were a couple miscarriages, like
Oh, word.
it till it finally hit, and then
It's actually, it's actually more common than people realize.
yeah, it is. It
Really?
is.
I
It
didn't know
wasn't.
that.
It was. It is. It's very common. It wasn't till I want to say 2000 and
I have a lot of
10.
sisters.
2010, the after New Year, because we had been trying since like the previous summer, and then Sonia found out. She took a test. It was like a couple of days after the New Year, or it might have been the day after New Year 2010, where we found out, and we were like, wow. After we were ready to give up. At one point, we were like, fuck, all right, maybe it's not our time yet, and we were that close to be just like, fuck it, let's just keep doing what we're doing, and then all of a sudden, boom, we were pregnant, and we're like, oh shit, dope, we did it. And but the second time it was fast as fuck. It was like, I want to say it was like the first time.
Oh, really?
We actually tried it. It happened.
No way.
Yeah. Okay, because the second time we tried it, and again there was a miscarriage. So we were like, fuck it. Okay, let's not try it. Maybe we shouldn't do it. We waited like a year or two, and then we tried again, and then that first time we try not to get too excited because we were, it's happened and we've lost, but the thing is, it was in the early stages, so the miscarriages were in the early stages before it was like a month in and you lose it.
Yeah.
So it's not, it wasn't as hard a hit as it would have been, like
As it could have been.
Like we're 6 months in and we lose it, then it's like, fuck.
That's pretty enlightening. I definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was common, but it's good to know.
Oh yeah, dude. A lot, and that's a
So
lot
it's
of
not as
people
scary
are
for people
afraid
who
to
don't
talk
know,
about
yeah.
it because
It's
it's very
tragic.
scary. No, it is, but we got to get past that and just understand that it is a natural thing that does happen. Miscarriages
Without
aren't
communication,
as
yeah.
rare as you might think they are. So, damn. Again, none of our business, but we're talking about it because
Yeah.
we're probably not the most experts on this.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know. We're not experts, but I know that I've experienced it. So, I like to think that there's some merit in that.
And they're all, I mean, to me, they all seem good, healthy kids, too. So
Yeah.
you obviously did something right.
Yeah. Which I was like, I'll tell you, I did a lot of drugs in my day. So to have two healthy kids, it's like, whoo,
It's a blessing.
we did it, ma. But yeah, dude. But even then, that's some shit to overcome.
Oh, going toe to toe.
Because that could be very mentally draining.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Just knowing that you've tried and you've lost, it is draining. Oh shit, there's
damn,
a
a
fucking
dragon.
dragon. Yo, what the hell?
Someone owns a dragon.
That's right. I'm Khaleesi, baby. Khaleesi on that ass.
Let's go. Whatever this is. Yo.
Yo, my dragon's a tyrant, dude.
Someone's like,
Flapping my wings. Let me fly.
oh, now the fish that'll eat you out of the water. Okay.
So yeah, thanks for sharing that. It's definitely
Yeah, and like that's one of those things where you just have to be. It's a challenge, and it's up to you to decide how you're gonna overcome that obstacle.
yeah.
I know we were.
Shit, I just
Oh
killed
shit!
myself.
I wasn't even paying attention. Damn
It is, man. Again, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Challenges that we have to overcome.
So and then I've always been, I'm not religious. I'm an atheist. So
Oh no.
to me, that's my choice.
Yeah.
Because you said, "Oh no," but I know you weren't talking about me.
Yeah.
Anyway, but my thing has always been, one of my creed has always been, God can't do anything for me that I can't do for myself. So I've gone by that, and that's helped me not expect anything from anyone else.
And my thing is, yeah, and God shouldn't do anything for you that you could do yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I'm not saying that I'm a believer either. I also think that I don't think anyone is in the traditional sense anymore, for the most part anyways, unless they're clearly like a radical believer. But I don't think anybody is traditional in the way that people used to believe anymore, because of just how much shit is happening.
Yeah.
It makes it. I think we live in an interesting time where all of our beliefs are are
Yeah,
being
Philly, you're gonna have to
challenged.
take this one.
Shit, you're the one that won?
Yeah.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Oh yes, Princess Peach.
I don't know how to use these characters yet.
Well, you're gonna have to overcome today.
Okay.
Oh, that's a dope stage too, man. They did a great job with these stages.
Yeah.
There's so much detail in some of these.
In the back.
Look at
The
that
hell?
waterfall.
She's smacking me up, dude. Okay.
You got this. So, yeah. Again,
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to get on some Soul Caliber here, but
Wow.
is there anything you wanna talk about? Anything?
Any finishing
soapbox
thoughts?
talks? We got soapbox talks.
shit.
At the end of the podcast, we give you a moment to talk about something that you want to talk about specifically, or any interest that you have, or anything you want to shout out. So, with that, if there's anything you wanna talk about, Tone, before we sign off here, we'll give you an opportunity in Philly, and then I'll go myself.
Well,
You might want to get closer to the mic.
first I'll start by saying, it's good talking to you guys. First of all, it's
Absolutely.
in a world that's becoming so PC, it's good to hear us be able to talk about something and not offend anyone. It's in a world that believes in so many different things. You being an atheist, someone being religious, and blah blah blahs. Both parties should be open to everyone's opinion. So
Yeah.
for us to be shooting the shit right here and talking about vaginas and money and babies, no, that's real, man. Everyone's life is really scattered with a bunch of mess that you need to encounter and level up on your game. So it was good to level up today with you guys.
Absolutely, more than one way.
It was like each of us showed each other's like saved game, and we were like, "Here's, take a look at it."
See what you can do to help me out here.
Here's my controller.
I literally.
And it kind of reminds me of the thing I read in this book called Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, where it talks about like the differences between the way men communicate and the way women communicate, and why we constantly run into problems with each other. Is that if a man goes to another man with a problem, a man's instinct is to go, "Wait, you trust me with your problem? Let me dig through my treasure box and see if I've got a solution for you." Right? Now, when a woman comes to a man with a problem, the man goes, "Wow, you trust me with your problems? Let me dig through." And she's like, "No, what are you doing? You're not listening to me." And you're like, "What do you mean? I heard what you said. This is what I think you should do." And really what they're doing is, because when a woman goes to another woman with their problems, all they want is the other woman to feel the exact same feelings that she's feeling, so that she knows that her feeling isn't invalid and that it's right. That's all they want. That, and the other is they could be figuring out what they actually want to do, but they don't want anybody to decide for them but themselves. And so the challenge is, a man's got enough to deal with as it is. So when a problem comes his way and you're just supposed to sit there and empathize and feel those feelings, well, fuck. Men try, like we love like any other creature, but if I had to take my guess, guys have more energy directed towards their awareness of their mental state than they do their emotional state. Of course, you can know if you're tired or if you're agitated, things like that, but we try not to stay there, because that's not how people act from reason. We can't operate out of reason if we're stuck emotionally. But it's challenging, because I'm not going to say that women can't think logically and reasonably. That's not what I'm saying. It's just when they have a feeling, they like to truly explore it and decide whether it's invalid or not. And so when a man offers a solution, we're essentially invalidating their feeling. And so that's the challenge in the communication.
So us as men, we should be more in tune with our feelings, at least to help the burden that a woman has to take.
So you know how men complain that
We
like
try to. We have to try to.
sometimes a girl will tell a story and it'll go in like 8 different directions, because she's constantly reevaluating the way she felt in that to figure out if it's invalid. Because, believe it or not, I read another book that connects something. They tie the failed relationships of their lives to their own personal value as a person, because each relationship is a part of their identity. And so whereas men, if somebody fucks up and like they do something and we're no longer friends, we don't see it as a failure of our identity. We're like, they fucked up. But that's not how women treat relationships for the most part. They'll look at it and go, fuck, I choose this person in my life because they're an extension of my own identity. So if it fails, what does that say of me? And that's why they hold on to like assholes and shit like that, because it's important to them to establish that in their identity they weren't wrong in the first place. And so it's just fascinating to me that we're sitting here and we're so open about it, and yet none of us are asking each other to empathize on that level. It's a clear distinct. Like, it's not that you don't empathize; it's that our empathy is secondary to solution.
Yeah.
For men,
Yeah.
whereas it's the other way around for women.
That's good. That's some good info. Phil.
Yeah. As my wife would say, I wish you would just shut up and listen. No, shut the fuck up and listen. Okay.
And that's where it's coming from.
Phil, you got anything?
Oh, sorry, we're choosing
The
characters.
soapbox.
Oh,
talk.
soapbox about like I personally believe that everyone should really take the time to think about the people who they know in their lives. This isn't politics in general, but I think more often than not, our friends know more about us than we know about them, or our family knows more about us than we know about them.
Right.
And I think that literally taking and making the time to sit there and just think, nothing on, to just think about the people in our lives that are closest to us, to try to understand why they are the way they are, will do two things. Number one, it'll bring us closer to them and we'll understand them better. But it'll also open our minds up to understanding that nobody's going to be exactly the way we were, and that this world wasn't made for us.
Which correlates to the whole emotions and logic from the previous talk.
We were talking about earlier in the car. We'll walk out of these doors that we live in and expect the world to just like be made for us. And when someone acts a certain way that doesn't fly with us, or someone says something, or they're just rude, or their energy's off, we're like, oh. But yeah, in theory, we readily accept it as a fact. Oh yeah. I mean, the universe is going to have variables, but when we come face to face with it, but not for me. Not for me.
Not for me. Not today. Not never.
And that's why I think an easier way a way to continue to maintain our peace as we all seek peace in the growing chaotic world is to take the time to consider deeply the people that you know, because it'll be easier with people you know than strangers, about what they do, why they want what they want, and why they are the way they are. Because then it'll prove to you that you would never be the same way, and it'll prove to you that this world is full of people who don't want what you want, who aren't going to go where you go. And it'll make it a lot easier for you to have inner peace.
Fuck with it. All right, thanks.
I'm actually going to make that my Instagram video today.
Let's see. For me, my soapbox talk is
Stand on that soapbox. Tell the people.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I'm kind of low key. I'm this whole. Nah, I can't even go there. You know what?
Just go there.
I'm just glad. All right, I'm really not fucking with this work compensation. People wanting to be compensated for specific jobs, like the fast food industry and shit. What irks me, I wouldn't have an issue with it if the people actually did their job well. Like if I went to like a McDonald's or a Burger King, or if I went to I don't know, like a Best Buy or a Target, if these people want living wages, at least know what the fuck you're doing. Because there are times I'll go to a Best Buy and the person doesn't even know what the fuck a TV does as opposed to another TV. Or they expect to get paid a certain amount of money for doing a service that they do even half-ass. Like
lacking professionalism,
but
wanting professional rates.
You know, like don't tell me you want to make a living wage,
like $15 an hour.
I have no issue with it, but at least do your job well. If I say no cheese, I mean no fucking cheese. I'm sorry.
Amen to that one.
Preach.
I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
No. Facts. I agree.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 5 of None of Our Business. Blocker.